You know, guys, I was going to tell a blind joke tonight, but then I realized I don't see the point. So let the blind ranking begin.
I
love it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another blind ranking-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Grace.
And we are back.
The
with
Avengers Assemble.
A four-host-tastic episode of Empire Radio. And so...
I love how you just put something and just put tastic at the end of it.
Yeah, well,
That's
it's
his
the easiest
thing.
way.
That's
I
his
can't put
call card.
Like you
I
bake
can't do,
something,
like-
it's like muffin-tastic. Is it?
But like,
Speaking
I
of
can't...
muffins, I forgot to go over and grab your muffins from you, Jeremiah.
Yep, I did make a bunch of...
Yeah, Jeremiah said
muffins. He's
he's going to try to fit two in his mouth on stream tonight. So
Really?
maybe not. We'll
Wow,
see.
I can't wait.
But anyway, yes. So we did blind ranking number 1, like, I don't know, was it a month and a half ago or a month ago? And everyone loved that episode. And it was a lot of fun. One of our best episodes ever. And then we did a top 5 bounty hunters with the 4 of us, with Grace with us.
Yep.
And that was a lot of fun. We were like,
Yep.
the 4 of us doing a blind ranking one, it's going to be the
Oh.
best episode ever. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited.
if this doesn't get 100,000 views on YouTube, Drew's going to cry. And if you don't want to see
I
Drew
will.
cry,
No, they do. That's
Share
the
it with your
problem. That's the
oh
problem.
gosh, no.
They do.
But yeah, so this is a pre-recorded episode. So when this episode goes up on YouTube or the audio version's up, that means we have finished doing all 4 reviews of Rebuild the Galaxy, the Star Wars Lego. And so go check that out if you haven't watched those yet, or listen to those, because it's a fun show. Have you guys watched it yet, Andrew?
No.
Grace?
I watched like half of it and then I stopped enjoying it and didn't finish it. But maybe I'll finish it just so that I can listen to
it's-
your
it
guys'
gets so
She's
good.
review.
honest. She's
We're-
honest.
We've watched the first 3. I haven't watched the 4th
Yeah.
episode yet, but
I did finally see Deadpool and Wolverine on a completely unrelated note.
Oh, and
did you enjoy it? Did you get all the references, the deep cut
Yes.
references?
Did
Okay.
you
Yes,
love it?
and honestly, it's one of the best movies I've seen in like the last 5 years.
it's
Which
really
is not-
fun.
Whoa.
Which is not saying a lot, but I will
don't-
say, like, it didn't dethrone Godzilla -1 for me,
I was gonna say,
but it's by far the best thing Marvel has put out in a very long time, hands down.
That's true.
Mm-mm.
So
I agree.
I
agree.
I
feel like if you look past the like very thin story, the movie is fun and the effects are fun and the music is fun.
yeah,
and,
it's
like,
just a fun movie, but it's not like a good plot-driven. It's just
I
fun.
enjoyed it.
well,
It was good, but like
their attempt at good plot-driven stuff hasn't been
Guardians
par
of
for
the
course.
Galaxy Volume 3 is
Oh yeah,
one of the best Marvel movies of all time. That's a top 5 for me.
Mm.
So go check that one out. But we're not here to debate Marvel stuff. We're here
Oh.
for Star Wars. And so yes, we're doing blind ranking. And so
Yeah.
I got some returning categories. I got some new categories. And I got some special categories, which are also new technically. But I will like every time we do this, like I want to have like a new like variation. So like the special categories will be for this one. I might do like, spin the wheel and then like it's like a power up or something. It's like, oh, you can change one of your answers, or you have to put your number 5 at your number 1 or something like that, and we'll do something like that or something. I don't know. Next time, I gotta buy a.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna
spinner thing.
say you were talking about this like we were doing it, and then you were like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, dude, did you not plan this? Like, and then
No,
you
I'm
said
saying
next
every time we do it,
I got you.
I'll have a new because we can't just do the same boring. Gotta keep the fans on their toes.
Well, I wonder, Jeremiah, if you can get like an online wheel.
Yeah.
And share it to
Oh,
us,
yeah.
and then we could spin it
Yeah,
And then I gotta figure out how to like get that.
digitally. Yeah.
dude, you can
record
make
that.
a wheel so fast.
Well,
Like
yeah.
there are literally websites that you can just go on and just
Oh,
fill
right,
stuff
but
in.
then I gotta like record it so I can have it on the YouTube version, and I gotta want to like screen record while we're recording. I don't know. It's too
Well,
complicated.
you can do it on.
I don't got 17 monitors
yeah.
to like do all this stuff.
Not
We'll figure it
yet.
You don't
Not
have
yet.
a you don't have a spin wheel monitor, dedicated monitor. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
But so we got the PowerPoint up.
Yep.
And so Star Wars Blanking 2. So just like the first one, we're gonna have a practice round
Okay.
that is
Okay.
not a
That's
Star
good.
Wars category, just to get the feel of things. And so first category up for the practice round is Dippable Foods.
Okay.
So these are food combos where you dip one into the other, but they're not pre-dipped. So it's not like a
This is
pre-dip.
so specific.
It's
the
not.
most
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me that is flummoxed.
So it's not like
It's Dippable Foods tastic, Jeremiah.
Yes. It is. So I have a wide range of
So like
things here.
nachos and cheese. That's an example of one.
That's an example.
Okay,
But it's
yeah.
not going to be like a carameled apple that comes on a stick because it's already pre-done. But it could
apples
be
and Nutella.
It could be apple wedges and caramel because you take the wedges and dip them.
Do you call chips nachos?
Chips
No.
and
Nachos is like
nachos is like a chip with a cheese dip.
I see.
But you can also get nachos that are like a sheet of chips with toppings on it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Good clarification. Very important for our Star Wars ranking. Thank you.
Yes. So, and I will say, these are all vegetarian options, just so because I don't want to leave Grace out. Well, that's an automatic 5.
Wow.
It has meat.
Wow.
Grace is like up, bottom, all the way down.
Yep. So,
Okay.
first up, chips and guac.
Ooh.
Where do you want to put us on your top 5? You love
5.
it, hate it? 5. Oh, you don't like guac?
That's aggressive.
Not a huge fan, though.
Oh, dang, dude.
Really?
This is like chips and guac is one of my favorite things, dude.
Yeah, I've seen Jeremiah destroy chips and guac before.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we have.
When have you ever seen me eat guac?
When we went to
Wait, did you say when have you seen me guac?
Eat
Like,
guac.
is that a verb?
I said eat guac.
Oh.
Grayson, you
It
can
could be a
shout
verb.
out your answer whenever you want. You don't gotta go in a certain order or anything. So
Oh,
Just so
okay.
you know.
Mine is probably a 3. I don't love chips, and I prefer guacamole like mixed into a burrito. But I'm not opposed to it. Like it's okay if I was really hungry, if the social circumstances dictated that I should be eating chips and guac, I would.
don't let peer pressure make you eat chips and guac. Drew, where do you got it?
2.
2. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Jeremiah, it was probably at Chipotle or
I have never bought guac.
okay,
at
maybe not
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Maybe it was at the. I don't know. I've seen it done. I've seen you do it.
Okay. Anyway,
remember.
next up, mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce.
Oh, 1.
Oh, dang.
1.
Wow.
Dude, I'm a
Dude, you
junk
say 1?
food fiend.
No. I
Okay.
was surprised he said
Oh,
Give me junk food. Give me fried cheese any
give
day.
you freedom.
Give me freedom. Yeah.
the American way.
I'm
3.
gonna go with okay. Go yeah. Why?
Go with what?
I'm gonna go with 4.
Oh, these are all. Grace hates everything on my list.
Yeah, I'm not healthy, so
Mine's a 3.
I'm just going safe because I know I don't know if there's going to be another one better than this for me. So
Yeah. No, that's
All right.
smart.
Next up, milk and cookies.
Oh, phew. So good.
frick.
You already screwed
I'm
up your
going
list?
number 1. I
Number
love
one.
cookies. I don't love milk, but as long as it's like soy milk or something, I'd be
So I
fine.
guess
This would
that's
have been
a
number
2 for you.
1.
That's number 2 then for
Yeah,
you.
number
Andrew?
2. Yes, yes. Dang.
Drew, where are you at?
Labbit.
4.
What?
You don't like cookies?
Dude, hold on.
No, it's cookies and milk. So if you don't like milk, then it's not a good thing. But if you like cookies just by himself, then it could.
No,
been...
I do, but like, I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
No, what? What? Say it.
Okay, the only time I ever like sit down and have milk and cookies is
Yeah.
one time a year at the state fair, and that's it, pretty much it.
Yeah, but like it's
This would be my number
bomb.
5, just because
Dude.
I don't drink milk.
You're not a milk guy.
So like I would never.
I don't like milk by itself either, but
Yeah.
you get the right cookie combo in there.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
Just
I
eat
don't
the
mind
cookie
it.
by himself. Like why do you?
There's
Need
nothing better on this planet.
ever had
than
a super
peanut
dry
butter
cookie?
jelly-
No, because I make good cookies.
well, I'm just saying, like, if you don't have the freedom to choose here, what kind of cookie you're gonna have? Like, if you're just handed cookies and they're dry, milk goes a long way. That's what I'm saying.
Oreos and milk, really
Ooh.
good, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
true.
Oh,
See,
Mega
Drew,
Stuff Oreos.
Drew, would that change your answer if it was Oreos?
No.
Okay.
okay.
Like-
fair enough.
I don't know.
All right.
There's nothing better though than a peanut butter and jelly and a glass of milk. Just saying.
What?
Yeah.
I can think of a lot of things better.
No.
Okay, peanut butter and jelly is one of my favorite. Like,
Yeah, like it's
things
a
out there,
top,
but-
it's a staple, but
but
like
it's not
with milk?
like with milk.
Yeah, you gotta wash it down with. It depends on how much peanut butter. And Jeremiah knows I put a lot of peanut butter in my stuff. So
Yep. All
You
right.
know what's funny? I don't eat jelly on my sandwiches. It's just peanut butter.
That's
Just
fine.
peanut butter? What about
Yeah.
like honey?
respect.
You should put peanut butter and honey.
I don't know if I've ever tried that.
Drizzle honey
It's
on
good.
it.
Or
It's really good.
or
Really
just
good.
get the peanut butter with the honey already added.
No,
to
I
it.
get that, but I also add extra
Mm.
honey on it.
Dang.
You know, Miles is a big peanut butter person now, Jeremiah.
You need to not do it because he'll weigh 400 pounds when he's 10 years
It's
old.
okay.
If he has half your genes, it's not going to be.
True.
All right,
He
next
only
next
has half
up,
one, so-
next up,
Anyways,
fries and
oh,
ketchup.
See?
that's another one of my three. Fine, three.
And I know Grace hates fried potato anything, so
Wow, I can't believe you remembered that exactly. And I also hate ketchup, so 5. Thank God I waited.
I can
Really?
I slam fries because y'all know I'm a burger guy,
yeah.
You are a burger guy.
and it's the best side for me personally.
Well, yeah, I hate when they had the option of getting like potato chips instead of fried. I'm like,
That okay. Here's the thing though. There's a place down the street from us called the Carving Board, and they make their chips in house, and they're so good. I
yeah,
get those over fries.
really?
Those specific chips.
Oh, dang.
And they make them to order too. So like when you go, you have to wait, and that you see them like put all the little like potato slivers, I guess, and then
Slices.
you see them fry them like in real time. It's really good.
In real time. All right. So,
Oh, that would have been
Drew-
higher than mozzarella.
Drew, what was yours? First one?
I haven't decided yet. I'm going to go with 5 though.
Okay. All right. So
'Cause
Drew
Miles
has.
eats these too much.
If I wrote this down right, Drew has his number 1 left. Andrew has 4.
Yeah.
Grace has 2.
2, yeah.
And so this last one, I haven't had this since I was a kid because this is like something like only kids eat,
Dang it.
but it's still really good. French toast sticks and maple
Oh, yep.
syrup.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yes,
Something that only
yes.
kids eat?
I haven't seen anyone eat these since I was a kid.
Makaya and I have had French toast sticks and syrup in the last 4 months.
I had them yesterday.
Stop.
Well, yeah, but you have a kid, Drew, so that makes sense.
Just
What
saying.
makes them? No. Hold on.
Because
hold on.
I said it's something mainly kids eat. So if he has a 3-year-old kid, it's an easy meal for the kid. But I haven't seen
Miles
an
actually
adult
doesn't
eat.
like it.
Okay.
Granted, I had French fries and ketchup 2 minutes before I started this podcast because
Hey.
that's the only
Where
thing
from?
Miles eats. Oh, my air fryer.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Gotta
nice.
cut budget, bro. Miles eats that like for everything.
So I know Andrew hates his list for this one, but are you guys, Drew and Grace, are you happy with your list?
I mean, like, mine's fine.
So mine's French toast.
Usually
Love it.
number 1.
Guac chips. Love it. Especially if it's lime chips. Heck yeah, please.
Lime chips are good.
They're the best. Mozzarella. Yep. Yep. Cheesy. Good. 3. Yep. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Cool.
I kind of honestly, I would probably switch French fries and cookies and milk, but that's just me.
I think if I had to redo mine, I think number 1 would be fries and ketchup. And then I would keep milk and cookies where it's at.
Did you see Makaya's comment?
Yeah.
All right.
What are we doing?
All right.
Did
So
you see
that
me
is
mute my mic and then shout blind ranking?
I
We're
did.
blind ranking. Anyways.
all right. So that's just the practice round. So you guys got a feel of everything. So
Wow. Okay.
Next, first real category is
Oh.
Jedi. So this is our returning
Okay.
category.
Wow.
hot.
Here we go.
So
How
we're
did it
gonna-
go last time? Give me like the brief recap. Who had the better list?
I think so. I actually have mine, by the way, right
Okay.
here.
Look at
So
that.
mine, Drew, did you and I have the same number 5? Because I feel like we did, and it was both of us were Yoda
Yeah, that's a good choice.
for number 5.
No,
Nope.
Mace Windu
No.
was the last.
No.
Yeah.
But Mace Windu was my number 1.
But yeah, but that was because it was the last. It was your last spot open.
Yeah, that was mine too.
you both were
Mace.
stuck. You both
Yoda
were
was my
stuck
number
with
2.
Mace Windu being your number 1.
Oh,
And then some of them, I just put a letter.
because you picked
in
Gunji
front.
and Buryaga
Yeah, Gunji
and
was my last
Plo
one.
Koon, yeah.
And Plo Koon was my
Anyways.
number 3.
Anyways, go if you want to know what their lists were, go watch the first episode. But all right, first up, Kiadi Mundi.
5.
5?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I literally do. I don't dislike him, but like I don't know if I could care less about a Star Wars character.
Ooh, that's
Really?
Actually, no, that's not a Jedi. I don't know if I can care less about a Jedi.
I don't know. I like him.
Other than the meme that the crisp. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees meme?
Oh.
That's the only thing that I like him for. So
He has good
Conehead.
stuff in
Your wife's
Star
going
Wars.
hard in the. Your wife's going
Okay,
hard
yeah.
in the chat right now.
Grace, is that your number 5 or are you?
I don't know. It's risky. I'll put him at number 4 just to be safe.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if there
Yeah.
could be a worse Jedi on this list.
I'm not sure. I think like Yoda or Mace Windu probably I would put lower.
Dang.
Yeah.
Kiadi Mundi at least is neutral, you know? Like he's not actively bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Jeremiah.
Next up,
Come on, give it to us.
I think
Oh, boy.
Andrew. This could be your number 1.
I feel like if this could be my number 1, there's gonna have to be a clarifying question here.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's just if the character exists, then it exists. So
Okay.
next up,
Okay.
Master Soul from the Acolyte.
Oh.
Hmm.
Grace does not like him either.
Yeah, he sucks. He's going number
Whoa.
5 for me.
Whoa,
Gosh.
dang.
Aggressive.
So bad.
that-
Literally
Wow.
so terrible.
Really?
I was so primed to like him. Like I was so excited they cast this like Lee Jung Jae. He's Korean. I liked how his like initial delivery in the first few episodes. He seemed so sweet, and then I don't know, just the way that the show ended and the role that he had to play was so bad. I hated it.
Okay, honestly, the best Jedi in that entire show, hands
Oh,
down.
I agree with you. on
No,
that.
Yeah.
I like Jackie though. She was my favorite character.
Oh,
True,
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah,
But
Jackie
she
was
wasn't around,
awesome.
so
it was
she-
so nice seeing her again in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, I
beside the
forgot
point.
about that.
Okay.
3.
3.
3? Okay.
3.
All right. Next up, Tara Sinube.
Oh, 5.
Oh.
Drew from at 5.
Dude, how are you gonna put Sinube under Kiadi Mundi? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, Tara Sinube did significant things. Like he helped. There's an episode where he helps
Ahsoka find the lightsaber.
and teach her patience.
Hmm.
He was training when Anakin was fighting Barriss. He's
Barriss,
there
yeah.
protecting the Padawans if something went wrong. And
I
then
put him as 4.
4,
Yeah.
He has white lightsabers, right?
he does. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so justified at 3 then. That's fine. I'll put him at 3.
All right. Next up, Ayla Sakura.
Yes.
Dude,
Blue characters. All right, you
what
like
are
blue
all,
characters.
did you just pick like a bunch of B Jedi?
Because I took all the
I'm
great
so mad right
the
now.
first one. Every
I'm so
category had like
mad.
the best of everything. So
Dude,
now all
what the
that's gone.
heck?
If I would have known this, Soul would have been number one. Still.
Yeah, like,
Trash.
dang, dude.
Hey, I told you, Andrew, that Soul should have been your number one, but you
He's
don't
a
listen to
yeah,
me.
I made a mistake.
Me too. I don't even know who this is.
What do you mean?
Stop.
Okay.
I
You
thought
know who
this
this
was a
is.
popular
She's-
character among men.
She's in Order 66. You see her killed on Felucia, remember?
Sure. but
She
see a lot of
should
people
have.
die in
She
She should have sensed that. That's beside the point. Anyway,
So all three of you have your ones and twos left. So
yeah, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
Okay, because this should have been number 4.
This is good. No, she could have been 5 on my
No,
list.
she actually no. Kiati
has
is
a-
worse for
What
me.
does she do? What does she do?
She's
she's
just
a Jedi.
No,
She's there. She's in
she has
Clone
an
Wars, too.
episode with in Clone Wars with
Yeah.
Ahsoka and Anakin, and she has like a French accent. I think she's great. She's
Yeah,
pretty.
she's from
Like I don't know.
the Lerman episode where like the little monkey guys are like trying to fight.
Oh
off
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
things.
Yep.
And like, there's a scene when she's just like they show her show off with a saber, and she's
Look how
really good.
close her thumb is to getting cut off in that picture.
It's actually
True.
insane.
The blade wasn't there when they took the picture.
Oh yeah.
And
fair
someone
enough.
didn't tell her that the blade would be there.
It's like
All right.
on her
So
thumb.
what are you guys'
I
answers?
guess 2.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I'm not going 1.
I feel like I want to put her 1 because we don't know what's gonna be next.
I don't know,
If you
Grace.
like
It's up
her,
to
do
you.
it.
Watch number 1 be freaking like Broom Kid or something.
He's not a Jedi though.
I don't know. He
You
could
said
be
I'll
in
put her.
the
I'll put her
Jedi.
2 as well. Yeah.
I will argue
Okay.
that to the death because he's not a Jedi.
I'm just saying in the Rey movie, he could have been
Yeah.
recruited.
The
so.
one thing that Star Wars needs to cancel
right.
already.
Last up, and I'm pretty sure that Grace would be fine with it. Drew and Andrew, you're not gonna like this at all. Shakti.
Oh.
Oh, I'm fine with her being 1. Yeah,
No.
Shang-Chi's awesome.
But what does she actually do? We don't know how she dies. We get 4 deaths in her, and like we don't even know what happens to her.
She also lives through Order
Soul should have been my
66
number 1.
in The Force Unleashed.
But that's just
Mm.
one thing. But we don't know what her official death is, or if she's even died at all.
Yeah, I'm fine with
She's
that.
the same. What species? Is she the same species as Ahsoka?
Yeah,
No.
Tophuta.
Yes, sorry, yes.
Cool. See,
Yeah.
that's cooler than
Yeah.
she would have been number 2 probably, but
Oh,
Soul
right.
would have been my number 1 if I would.
Yeah, like
known.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude. These are like
B-level Jedi.
I feel like other than
5.
Soul, he just like got background Jedi characters.
Well, because I took main characters from the first one, so it's
You
like
could-
I
you could
can't.
still do. There's more main characters.
There's
you
a
could do.
lot more main
I
characters.
don't know. I had Plo Koon, Mace, and Yoda.
You didn't
after
do
that-
Luke, Anakin,
Yeah, but those are
Obi Wan,
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Those are too easy to like put straight at number 1. So it's like
What
I
if they
can't-
were all? What if you did the
But if you would've
MVP
done
list?
all of them, though?
Yeah. See,
Mm.
You're like,
Next
all right,
time,
here's
next
my
time.
Jedi list, and then all of a sudden drop Ahsoka number 1. Like, that's our number 1. For
I'm making this
everyone, and
difficult.
then-
I'm not trying to make it easy for you guys.
all right.
So,
Yeah, well,
cool.
it's not.
all right, next category. I didn't hear what you said. I'll hear that.
It's
in
fine.
post.
It's fine. It's fine.
Next up, moments.
Oh.
So those are random moments in Star Wars.
Time
Okay.
after time. Okay.
All right, first
Ready.
up, Bad Batch Season 1, Wrecker's inhibitor chip activates.
That's a 5 for me.
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
what?
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
Did you do anything from the last Bad Batch season, by the way? Because I still haven't seen it.
Dude, it's so good. Why are you so against watching it?
I'm not. I just don't want to pay for Disney Plus.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
fair.
Bro,
It's
there's
literally
multiple
some of
ways
the
to
It's
figure
literally
this
one of the
out.
best
I'm tired
things
of
Disney
telling
has
you
put
this.
out for Star Wars. And
Oh
like,
no, I'm not disagreeing. I believe you.
and,
Bad Batch
uh,
you
is
need to
great.
send you $15 so you can watch it. Like,
No, but I legit don't remember this happening.
like they're all like they go find the
I remember it.
the shipyards and like they're like trying to find the med base so they could remove the chips. And but Wrecker has a headache
Mhm.
and like they keep
It was a
saying Order
pretty intense
66, but then
moment.
like Tech is there and he grabs Tech by the throat and says you're in violation of Order 66 and throws them, and then like everyone's trying to, and he's about to kill Omega. She's running away. You don't remember that at all?
I'm gonna put it at 5.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how much more Star Wars content has been flushed into my brain since that release? Like all the reading I do,
Yeah.
it's just
So, all right, whatever.
Sorry.
I'm really offended by this one, but Grace and Drew, what did you guys say?
Dark Fart did this. Like, oh man.
Yeah, definitely a 5 as well. I don't really remember it either, and I don't love Bad Batch. and
listen. I
definitely don't
I
care
just
about Wrecker.
read the death of one of the main original trilogy characters in
Yeah.
book form.
Spoilers.
This is
Spoilers.
That
I'm not
doesn't
gonna
mean
give it
it's a
away.
Good moment.
huh?
That doesn't mean it's a good moment automatically.
No, I'm just saying it's like
Drew,
I only
85?
have enough RAM for a
No,
certain
I
amount
didn't
of
say
things.
5. 4.
4. All right. All right. Next up, the destruction of Jedi, Holy City. The
Ooh.
test firing
Oh,
from
Oh,
Rogue One.
that's such
So,
a good
I'll say this
moment.
includes
it's a work of art.
the destruction,
Yeah.
but it's also the escape from
Yeah.
2. So that whole
Mm.
sequence.
that's a
I'm
great
putting
picture
it.
too.
I'm gonna put it at 3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
too.
that's a good sequence.
Grace, what'd you say, or did you not
I
say?
didn't say yet.
Okay.
I guess 3 as well. I hate to copy, but yeah, it's a good.
Oh,
You can copy.
you can copy all
want,
you
Grace.
want.
There's
There's no rule about
We're not-
copying.
we're
here.
not- This
All
isn't a
right.
test.
Next
Oh,
up.
Okay, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Next up, Pong Krell versus the 501st when they
Ooh.
started fighting each other after Pong Krell put the
I
clones
remember
against
this
each
one.
other, and they decide they're going to arrest him, and then he jumps off like the tower out through the glass onto the tarmac and runs away, and then they're fighting at him in the jungle.
The whole time he's saying Obi-Wan.
No, that's different of his species.
They're not all the same, Drew. They're not all the same.
I never realized that he and ducks were the same species. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny. Wow.
So
Oh my
one is-
gosh.
a
One
very
works out
wide
and one
range
doesn't,
of
yeah.
It's
physical
because Pong
ability.
Krell is so fit. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna talk about that, but yeah. Attitude.
I don't want to see now. I'm at a crossroads here because like it's not a number 1. I wouldn't say it's number 1, but it's good.
But remember, I have a wide range of
Yeah.
things on. So it could be could just be Yoda tapping on R2D2 like.
Oh, that would be number 1.
Oh,
This is number 5 for sure.
I'm gonna put this as number 4. It's a good one though. It's
Yeah,
good,
this is also
but-
number 4 for me.
all right.
Cheater.
Dude, what did we say?
Come on, this is a safe place. All right, next up, the Darth Maul reveal from the Han Solo movie.
Oh, bro. Let's go.
Drew just peed his pants.
And again, you guys both have, all 3 of you have 1 and 2 left.
I'll
Number
put it at-
1.
I'll
Number
put it at
1.
2. I'll put it at 2. I'm holding out that there's going to be a better one, but maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot here. But I'll put it at 2.
Bro, that moment, I still remember everything about that day. I still remember.
I remember that moment too. That was a very
That was the
great moment
craziest,
in the movie
the
theater
best
opening night.
movie. Oh, so good.
I watched that on IMAX at the Minnesota Zoo.
fun.
Best.
Grace is like, why is there a movie theater at the Minnesota Zoo?
It was
Yeah.
the best. It was listen.
It's the
It was the
best
best.
thing.
It was the best movie theater, and then they shut it down out of nowhere.
Why? Just
Because
not enough
I-
business?
It was. I think it was that, but so they only had 2 screening rooms, so it was pretty
Yeah.
limited.
Yeah.
But I guess they couldn't keep it afloat. But we like.
Mm.
I don't know if you remember Jeremiah and Drew, but Micaiah and I went to the zoo like almost every weekend. We were members.
Hmm.
We went to the zoo so much.
Honestly, the Minnesota Zoo is not as good as Como, in my opinion.
What?
In my opinion. Because their animals suck, bro.
Well,
Like,
Como
they're
Como
all,
does
like,
Como
Minnesota
Como does have better
animals.
animals, but Minnesota Zoo's way better. There's so much more.
Okay, well, yeah, it's better. Like
Jeremiah's preparing his
size.
anyways.
Grace is like, what is going
And
on
it's
here?
bigger. Actually, I went to the Minnesota Zoo like 2 weekends ago because they had the pumpkin
Oh yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. I saw you post that on your
and
story.
that was so dope. That was
Yeah.
dope. That was cool.
Where is Como?
It's
It's
in like
Como
St.
Zoo.
Paul.
Como is like a
Okay.
neighborhood in St. Paul that has a
And it's
free
like
zoo.
a
that you can
free
go to.
zoo.
They do have that
Wow.
Japanese garden.
Free zoo,
Ooh.
Japanese garden, and then
Japanese.
they have African animals.
They do.
Ooh.
Minnesota Zoo only has
Which
like
is really strange
I feel like
because like
when you think of a zoo, you think of African animals.
exactly.
oh yeah,
but
that is true. Micaiah put in the chat Minnesota Zoo adults only nights. They were the best.
I
No
don't
kids.
think they do those anymore.
Well, they were the best.
Anyway,
they might
but
not be
then
anymore.
Minnesota Zoo like has mostly Minnesota animals like coyotes and wolves.
Well, they have
and-
a whole Minnesota area.
yeah, but that's like the majority of it, and then they have like one tiger, and like that's the whole zoo. It's not as
I feel
good.
like
I'm just saying.
That's leaning into the stereotype of Minnesota.
It is.
Go to a zoo to see some coyotes.
I'm like, dude, I could go.
I will say they do have fully grown.
You don't get to make
wolves.
fun of us, Grace. You're not from here.
Okay, but in my opinion, it's like I could go outside and find those animals, which I do
A
see
wolf?
a lot of them. I've seen a wolf in the wild.
You
Yeah,
have to
I
go
have.
way north to find
Yeah.
a wolf.
Where
But anyway,
I go deer
Grace,
hunting.
what
there's
is your
wolves.
choice on your ranking for this?
It's tough. I also feel like it's risky, but I'm just gonna risk it and put it at number 2 because
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't ultimately paid off. So
Boy, did they
Alright.
fumble that. Well, anyways, we're
I
not gonna talk
think
about it.
Andrew and Grace will be happy with this number 1. Drew will
Okay.
be sad that it is his number 2. It is
What?
the Dark Saber reveal
No,
Mando
Ooh,
season 1 finale.
Yep.
I'm
That's
okay
a
with
good
this.
one. I'm fine with that.
I wouldn't change anything.
All right.
Yeah,
cool,
no.
Cool.
There's that first season was magical.
so
The
good.
vibe, the excitement, the time. I just well, maybe not the time.
Pre-COVID, so like the world
Well,
was still
you know,
somewhat in order.
We all had more hope
Yeah.
in our lives. We weren't beat down.
Mm.
But no, I really enjoyed that first season
All
a
right.
lot.
Cool,
Anyways,
cool.
I do love that moment, but for me, the solo moment was so epic, and the potential of what could have been was so
Yeah.
epic in that moment that moment will never leave me.
R.I.P.
I stood up so fast when that happened, and sat back down, and Steph's like, "Didn't he die?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know." what
Let me
happened."
introduce you to some animated content.
All right,
only
fun,
knew.
fun. All right, next category. This is a new category:
Okay.
Okay.
vehicles in Star Wars.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we all said "ooh" at the same time.
I
So,
think I got that from you guys.
copying us again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
that's
on,
me, big copier.
Yep. All right. First up, it is Mon Mothma's limo.
What the heck?
I love it. Number 2 for me. So
Jeez,
cool.
what an obscure pick. I feel like. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, it was hard to find pictures of like the whole field. It's like just inside the thing with her. Or like,
Yeah.
So
That's a good shot. How
It
did
is a
you
good
find
shot.
that picture?
it's the Wikipedia or the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia
the-
is the goat.
Yeah,
of
it
the
is.
limo speeder is what it's called.
Limo speeder. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with number 4.
4. Yeah, 4. 4 for me. Yeah.
All right. Next up, the MTT, the multi-troop transport. That
did
B1
you
battle
just
droids.
did
So,
you just put
here's
this
the
on
thing.
Awful
in like
photo.
paint, like
I
MS
could not
Paint?
find any good like pictures of them. It's like
Yeah.
straight,
Yeah.
and so I
Yeah.
took the PNG off Wikipedia and put it on my rendering of Naboo.
That's
I was
amazing.
gonna say that basically looks like what it looks like in the movie, so that's very accurate.
Yeah. You nailed the lighting and the compositing,
Yeah.
like the
Yep.
lack of the shadow
We
makes
should
it
have
Yeah.
Rogue
really
Art crew
realistic.
analyze this.
Yeah. Okay.
5.
This is number 5 for me.
Oh dang, 5, huh?
Yeah, I'll put this at 5.
What's the name of this thing?
The MTT or the multi-troop transport.
Every single time I see this, I just think of the Pepsi.
Because that Pepsi can holder,
Peppy?
right?
Yeah,
Little Peppy holder?
You could put a whole like I think you put like 6 in there.
Yeah.
It comes
Yeah.
out. That
Yeah.
was so dope.
Dude, the marketing behind the Phantom Menace was
This is the
so
best
good. It
marketing
was
of all
so
time,
good. Yeah, it
dude.
was so good.
Hands down, the best marketing of all
You
time.
could not go anywhere without
Like,
seeing
close
the Phantom
second is the Dune popcorn holder, but this is definitely
Wait,
it was
do
definitely.
you guys know that I have the Dune popcorn
You
bucket?
would, Grace.
Yeah.
You also got the R2 D2
Yeah.
from
I do
the
too.
episode.
Yeah. Where you can like drink out of it. It's so fun, right?
There it is.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Drew had to call his wife from the concession and say, "Hey, can I buy
Okay.
this for $50?" And she said, "Go ahead."
Miles like drinks like orange juice and eats popcorn out of it all the time.
That's
That's
amazing.
so cute.
All right. Next up,
It's crazy you guys can remember the Phantom Menace coming
the
out.
Sandcrawler, the Jawa Sandcrawler.
It's barely for me.
I remember everything about that.
3.
Yeah, I'm gonna
3.
go with. I'm
I
gonna
like
go with 4.
the Lego Rebuild the Galaxy version a little bit more.
Grace, you said 4.
Yeah.
Drew, you said 3.
Yeah.
I thought Drew, you had this as your number 1 because it's episode
Tatooine?
4,
Oh.
Tatooine.
Oh. I'm surprised you remember what this looks like.
Oh,
It's just in the
dang.
first half of it.
This guy. We're moving on.
He said normally Jeremiah's asleep during that part.
Yep. All right. Next up, we have the Gungan submarine.
Oh. Well,
It's pretty. It's a bad scene, but
Or
it's okay.
Tri-Bubble
A bad
Bongo submarine is what it's
scene?
technically called.
you don't like this scene? There's always a bigger fish. That's like one of the best lines of all time.
I like the meme, yeah.
And I used to have that
Um,
toy, the fish toy, because you could like push
Really?
it and his tongue would come out.
Stop. That's so
Did
Yeah.
you ever
cool.
have the Jar Jar tongue lollipop?
Oh, gross.
I don't think I
I
did.
never did, and I'm
And-
glad.
Unfortunately, this is my number 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. I think Drew and I have the same list this time, but yeah, I'm gonna put that at number
What is
2.
this thing called?
The Tri-Bubble Bongo submarine.
The name is great.
Bubble.
All right, so
bubble.
you all have your number 1s left.
Ooh.
Oh, let's
So
hope it's a Naboo Star
That
Cruiser.
better be good.
Yeah,
the turbo tank, the Juggernaut.
I'm fine with that. Those things are
That's your
beasts.
number 1?
Oh, I don't
I
even
don't-
know what that is.
It's from episode 3.
I had the
when
Lego
on
version of this
Kashyyyk,
back in the
with
day.
the wheeled vehicle.
Oh.
And then
The only
Jyn
the first-
Erso, you see him when
second-
she's rescued
Yeah.
from the vehicle.
prison thing,
There's other
yeah.
ones driving around.
I'm just gonna put
One
a
of the
sad
few
face
wheeled
as my number
vehicles in Star Wars. What'd you say,
think it-
Drew?
When I'm writing down, I'm just putting a sad face on my first one.
Yeah.
Okay, can we recap? I don't remember all of the words.
Didn't you write them down?
I just wrote like S and then like Mon for Mon Mothmas.
So,
I'm fine with that. I'm
It's
fine with my
okay.
list.
all right.
These are definitely a B list vehicle list.
Well, there's not a lot of non-starship vehicles in Star Wars. That's why it's
Shade.
hard. All right.
This okay. I'm like
What other vehicles are you thinking of?
Dude,
Luke's.
Luke's land speeder.
Yes, that's
That
an
would've been number
awesome
one.
That would have been number 1 for
Yeah.
me too.
I was thinking of that one, but
Speeder
I'm like,
bike
Speeder bikes and
from Return of the Jedi.
So many
Well,
different
when I
versions.
thought of like vehicles, I kind of like wanted to do more so like non-starships.
No, I think they're
and
good
stuff like that.
vehicles.
Yeah, no,
They're
yeah.
just-
So like,
I mean, you're keeping things interesting though.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
Yeah,
appreciate
you know,
it.
I like it. I mean, I would buy Mon Mothma's limousine here and now. Like, I'd put down
Right.
the money. So,
yep, looks like something like Tesla would make or something like that.
yeah.
You see the new Tesla,
No, I don't care
Really?
about it.
and they
Yeah.
made a robot, and it
The robots
looks
are
exactly like
horrifying.
robot. and
And
the
they were
vehicle
controlled by
looks-
humans at the event.
and the vehicle
Yeah.
looks like iRobot too.
All right,
you
moving
say
on.
it?
I've seen a few different clips from that, and it's like it's so obvious that it's a human.
All right,
Scary,
so
dude.
next category will be a fun one:
Okay.
Okay.
meme templates. Ooh,
What
Oh,
does
I
this
feel like
mean?
I'm not hip enough for this. Do we
Let's
have to
go.
know the meme?
Let's go.
No, so it's just like things. If you're into Star Wars memes, they're just like moments or templates of Star Wars memes that we've all seen, and you know,
I feel like 15% of the conversations Micaiah and I have through text are Star Wars gifs or memes.
right.
So this is a special one for me.
All right. First up, it is Anakin and Padme sitting in the field.
Oh, it's such a good one.
The four quadrant one when
I've
Padme's smiling in
seen
one.
so many good ones. I saw one, y'all, about PNG images that had me laughing for like 5 minutes straight, which tells how much of a nerd I am.
Oh man, this is so good. Too early, Jeremiah.
I want to put it
We're
in.
on the
I want to put it
bangers.
at number one, but I know that
You can't though, because we still got the high ground.
Oh well, that's not like a meme template though.
Well, I should say they're templates / moments. Meme
Oh,
This is
dang.
This is,
Yeah, I
I
know.
think, my number one. This is the meme that I've seen most
I'll
for Star Wars,
put
and
this at
it's so
2.
multi-purpose.
I'll put this at 2.
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right. Next up,
Okay.
Count Dooku saying, "I've been looking forward to this." From
That's a
episode
meme?
3. Yeah.
You're 5.
I guess that's a
5.
5 for all of you.
5.
You never seen that, or like
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
really?
Mhm.
No, I've seen a lot of them.
Jeremiah.
You guys are really not
I've
happy
seen
with
it.
my topics this time.
I love your selections. Oh, they're great.
No, they're
No,
great.
they've been okay.
All right, they've been okay. All right. Next up, have you heard? Have I told you? Has anyone told you the story
Oh.
of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
That's my number 2.
I think I still have that button saved. Yeah, I do.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth
How do you still have that on there?
Oh, because remember I wanted to use that as my intro when we saw Plagueis for the first time.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one. But is it number 1? Because like
I don't think it's number one.
there are others that I would put at number 1. I'll put this at 3.
Yeah. 4.
4. Oh, dang.
Wow. Okay.
I have hope in Jeremiah still.
Hmm.
He has to have good ones. There's good ones in here, dude. There's good ones.
I honestly don't know if there's bad ones.
Yeah.
Point made. That's why I'm keeping number 3 and 1 still open.
All right. Next up, I have the high ground.
See, this is a number. I'll go 3.
I feel like I would be doing this an injustice if I put it at 4.
But
'Cause
what's the meme? Like, what do people put over this?
The fact
There's so much.
Here's the thing. So when Ewan got his star, there was a video floating around because Hayden Christensen was there. So a fan took a hat and got Hayden to sign it, and then he had Ewan sign it. And he asked where Hayden had, because I guess other people had signed the hat. And he's like, "Where's Hayden's signature? Because I want to be above it. I want to have the high ground." The fact that he's that dedicated to this meme,
Yeah.
is amazing. Oh man, this would have been over the tragedy one for me. But is it number 1, or am I making a mistake? I'll put it at 1. I'll put it at 1.
Grace said 4.
Mine's at my 3.
All right.
All right, Jeremiah. I have faith in you. Let's go.
What do you think my last one would be?
I don't know, but I believe in you.
All right. Hello there.
Ah,
From episode 3.
Let's go.
That would have been my number 1. Oh, it's such a slap in the face to that meme to put it at 4.
See, that's why I knew it. I knew Jeremiah had a good one. That one you could do with so much stuff.
I use that. I use a GIF of that probably once every 2 weeks at work, if not more frequently than that. So
All right.
that's a frequent one. That was a good
Grace,
category though.
what was that? Your number one?
That was my third, which is
Yep.
pretty good. Yeah,
Not
I
bad.
like my order.
All right. So next up, we have 3 special categories coming up.
Ooh.
So I have created a category specifically designed for each one of you.
Oh.
Whoa!
So
Wow.
now all 3 of you will be playing, so everyone's still ranking everything.
Okay.
But
Okay.
everyone has a specific category based on what I know of you and your love for Star Wars.
See, now this is
Wow.
pod
Now
racing.
we're talking,
This
Jeremiah.
is pod racing.
And so, you know, I had to, okay, what's something about Andrew that I know that he would have fun with? What's something Grace would have fun with? What's something Drew would have fun with? So first up,
Okay.
we're doing Andrew. You're up next.
Okay.
So you will be blind. All of you will be blind ranking Andor characters.
Okay.
Cool.
So
All
just
right.
characters in Andor, right? And it could be just like anything. It's gonna be random. So first up, Kino Loy.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
He's my 5. I like the moment, but I'm not into him as
Oh.
a character.
Dang.
that genuinely hurts me.
He's so good. He can't swim. He just saved everybody.
I think I'm crying. Do I have to? I might have
Well, that's
to-
what you wanted. I'm so glad I helped you reach your goal.
I'm gonna put him as.
Wait.
Oh,
Grace.
man.
Get out.
Get out.
Oh, she got get out. Oh no.
See, because I'm
Now, Andrew, I know who you want for your number 1.
Do you though?
Yeah, I know who you want for your number 1.
I think this is my number one.
But I'm just wondering if you think that I'm going to have that individual on this list.
Well, see, that's why I haven't picked yet, because I'm like,
The psychology
this
of
this could be number 2 and it could be number 3 depending on who else you have chosen.
right.
I think for me, it's my favorite character of the whole show. It's my number one.
You putting it as number 1?
My number one.
All right, awesome.
That
All right,
moment,
I'm
I've
gonna
never
I'm gonna
cried
take
so
I'm
hard.
gonna take a
in Star
risk.
Wars.
I'm gonna take a risk and put him at 3.
Oh,
Ooh, that's aggressive.
Wow.
I'm taking no. I said I'm taking a risk.
Yeah.
I can't swim, dude. That moment was so intense.
All right.
They're running out of there. Oh, go watch
Next
my
up.
reaction. It's still on YouTube.
Okay.
Marva Andor. Cassie's mother.
Five.
Oh,
5? Oh, dang.
she's so good. That's the problem. Like every single
Yeah.
one of these freaking characters.
Wait, no,
was-
wait. Can I take my? I don't want to put it on 5. If Cereal Boy's in there, I'm gonna be pissed. wait.
Cereal boy.
No.
Oh.
She's my number 4.
Yeah.
Zero
putting
Karn
her
is my
at-
favorher character in that whole show.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
hate
put her
him so
3
much.
just to avoid Serial Boy or the woman too, Deidre. Okay,
I'm gonna put her as 4.
She's my number 4 too.
she's my 3.
I'm so glad I caught that. Oh, Cereal Boy. I can't.
All
do
right.
Cereal Boy.
Next up, Dedra
Cereal
Muro.
See,
Still another great character. All these characters
no,
are great.
There's not. That's the thing. I think
I'm putting-
the weakest one was probably Bix.
Oh, I like Bix.
But she had like the least amount of.
Yeah. I'm saying weakest in the strongest Star Wars show. That's
Right.
still not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like,
That
the only
moment
reason.
when they put the headphones on her and
Yeah,
her
I mean, her acting was
in silence, amazing.
out of this world. I'm just saying she had the
But
least
she was
like
more of a minor.
I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
need to rewatch this show again.
Yeah, me
dude.
too.
Yes,
Coming out next year, dude. Season 2.
Oh,
Um,
three.
see, I see. Do I hold out
You hold out.
and run the risk of?
Cereal Boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna. No,
I have to. I'm holding out.
What's
I'm
her name
holding
again,
out.
Jeremiah?
Dedra Muro.
I'm putting her at 5.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
I get it. It's a hard choice. Grace, Drew.
I put her at 4.
She's on my number 3.
Not because she's not cool, but just because she's evil. So it's tough.
All right. Next
Wait,
up,
is she?
my boy Cyril Karn.
Oh yeah.
Son of a biscuit.
I love him so
This
much.
is backfiring. This is backfiring for me.
Okay, well, he has to be 2, I guess.
No, but no. Now that I think about it, though, he's a really there weren't bad characters in this show. That's the thing.
No,
It's like I think back on this show, and like every single one of them has something.
okay. It's not that he's a bad character. It's you're supposed to not like him, and I don't. So
Yeah.
it works.
I don't know if he would be. I don't know if I would put him at 2, but I'm going to put him at 2.
Ooh.
Well, I only have 1 and 2 left.
Oh,
All right.
So
that's why I saved my 5 because he's definitely number 5.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm so glad I remembered about him.
Drew has number 2 open, and Andrew and Grace have number 1.
Yep.
Jeremiah,
B2 Emo, the droid.
dude,
Yay!
how I'm legitimately annoyed that you didn't put the 2 best characters in the show in this freaking list.
I thought your number 1 would be Luthen.
It
But
was.
That's why.
And then Andor wasn't on the list either.
Yeah. Oh, but I love B2. I have B2 emo earrings. He's so
Awesome.
sweetie. I'm happy with him at number 1.
I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry.
Bro, I'm telling you, go with your gut, dude. I Can't Swim was number 1 from the
Frick.
beginning, dude. I told you. Honestly,
Oh.
I think the only difference is I would
Frick.
probably swap B2 and
I really put a nail in the coffin in our friendship. I feel like sorry.
I was holding 1 and 2 for Luthen and Andor.
Oh.
Bro, you knew Andor wasn't on this list. Come on.
I was optimistic.
Yeah.
Luthen, yes, that could have been
Kino,
there.
okay, Kino should have been for my list. It would have been Kino, and then Mama Andor. I forgot her name.
Marva.
Yes, and then Dedra, and then Cyril, and then B2.
Oh, see, mine is I would probably just.
I mean, but
Put B2
like,
as
I still
4
love him
and
as a
then
character,
swap
but like
everyone
freaking
out.
Luthen.
All right.
That monologue is still one of my favorite
telling
moments
you, well, then
in
why-
television history.
You should have just went with your gut.
I
bro.
should have. And then Kino has another great monologue. Oh man.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
Sorry. We have to move on.
Ugh.
All right.
Hey,
Next up.
y'all watch the YouTube version if you want to catch the silent parts of my reaction, because I feel like I went the whole gamut of emotions just then. But anyways,
Yeah, maybe I can do a montage of you groaning and cheering and. All right. Anyway, next category is Grace's category,
all right.
Whew, stressful. Okay.
and this is something that I know is near and dear to Grace's heart. So, blind ranking of Padme outfits.
Oh.
Okay.
I like it even more because Andrew seems so distraught.
All right, let's get it.
I'm so excited. Wow, Jeremiah, you really delivered.
I'm happy.
Jeremiah,
Better.
all
Like
these
it.
like individual ones, you just need to do clips for all these like shorts, bro. You have to.
A lot of work. Holy smokes.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, our reactions are gonna be the best for these.
All right.
Oh boy, oh boy.
First up,
Grace.
Padme's yellow dress from
Oh.
episode 2 when they're in the field.
Oh, it's such a. Stop laughing. I can't take it seriously.
What do you mean?
I just love Andrew right now. It's so funny.
I'm sorry. I'm still.
He's still upset about Cassian and Luthen.
And now he has to ring dresses, right?
Maybe I should have.
Three.
3?
This is my number 1.
Oh,
I'm going in strong.
Wow.
Drew, how would you rank this
I don't
Padme
even know what we're
outfit?
doing anymore, dude. I'm crying.
I'll give Mikaya's comment. This is the best category. Don't fail me, Andrew.
I love how I did that after having my heart ripped out and trampled on.
It's
I'm gonna
3.
go with number 4.
Number 4. All right. Next up,
I don't know why, but
classic
sure.
episode 1.
Oh,
The classic red one
Oh.
with the big fin things on the face, with
Mm.
their painted white face with the red dots.
This one is weird. This is my number 5.
Oh,
weird. Ooh.
dang.
All right, Grace, you're throwing me. I would have thought this would have been your number 1.
I'm gonna do 2 because this one's really iconic.
It is.
I love
iconic.
this one.
Like when I think
like
of
the weird
prequel
like eggs
Padme,
on her.
like I think of this outfit. I feel like a lot.
Yeah, I love the eggs on her. The bottom of it.
I do like the lip,
I think
like
it's
the
so
one
cool.
red lip. That's cool.
Drew, where are you putting this one?
I don't even. It's either 1 or 2. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, let's go 1.
One.
When I think
Oh.
of Padme, like I think of this outfit. So
All right.
That's
Cool.
true.
Next up, the wedding dress.
Oh,
oh,
that's so tough. I tried to find this for sale, by the way, and the only place I could find it for sale, it was like $3,000. And I did
Yeah.
think about buying it. I was like, yeah, well, you know, what's $3,000? But I restrained myself.
I like
$3,000.
Cody's comment about the
I'm
previous
joking.
one.
I'm joking.
Natalie Portman or Keira Knightley wearing the previous costume.
Or is that just in general?
Well, I think it's who wore it because they both wore it, right?
Yeah.
But who wore it best? That's kind of what he's asking. But it's Padme outfit, so we're going with Padme.
Yeah. For this one, it's a really pretty dress.
It
The
is.
headpiece is kind of weird though. Like
Grace, I could see you getting married in that dress.
Yeah.
You should do that when you
Me?
get married.
I
Oh.
would love to get
You are
engaged
married.
like at that place in Lake Como.
All right,
I saw when I went there, I saw a bunch of people like
I
getting.
feel like I
doing
should have put the last
proposals.
one at number 1.
Really.
See, because now I'm like, I'll put this at 5.
5.
5, yeah.
I guess I'll put this at 3. It's risky, but
Yeah,
there
I'm
are
gonna
like
do
a
3
couple that
too.
you could have that I don't like. So yeah.
All right. Next up, the vote of no confidence moment where she has the big giant M hair hanging down.
This should have been number 5.
This one
Oh,
I did not
really?
like.
This should have been number 5 because I can't look at that and just not think about the logistics of wearing that thing. Maybe it's because I'm an adult, but I'm just like she would hate her life.
Yeah.
In that
Um,
moment, she did, dude.
Vote of no
that's true.
confidence.
True.
I guess I'll put that at 4.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just writing in poor logistics for number
Gosh.
4.
Yeah.
Drew, you have 2 and 5.
I know.
I should have put the red one at number 1.
I told you. I try to help you, Andrew.
yes.
Let's go 5.
I swear, if this last one is Geonosis,
It is gonna be. It's gonna.
I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't even remember what this last one is, so we're all going to go into this one blind.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
last up, so this will be Drew's number 2, Andrew's number 1, and Grace's number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, the I hate sand dress.
Oh.
Oh, so
The
interestingly enough,
rainbow-colored one.
I think this is my favorite one.
Oh,
perfect.
This one is
Yeah.
beautiful. It's so pretty. And her hair is pretty and the setting is perfect. And it's a good meme.
it
And
is
you,
such a good-
Grace, you
probably
own
the
this one,
best
right?
meme.
Because you've done cosplay with this one, so
I
You
own
own
this
this
one.
dress?
I have the yellow one too, and it's like the most beautiful cosplay I have. It's so beautiful.
Jeez, that's cool.
Mm.
all right.
You gotta
so,
own the
Yeah, I'm fine with
the
that.
red one next.
I'm fine with
I
that being my
know.
favorite. I love the ombre from the
Yeah.
pink. Yeah.
This one
cool.
is also incredibly difficult to wear though, because it has the like weird layery thing. It like falls off and
Yeah.
really heavy, but it's pretty.
This was also one that I was like, I just feel like I personally, if I was wearing that, I would be too worried about having something fail if I was wearing that.
Yeah.
amount
So-
of money I would have paid for you to be wearing this dress.
Now,
You
All
would,
right, moving on.
you would see it one time, and then you would never want to see it again.
Moving on. Drew, this is your category coming up. And this
Just
is
top 5 Boba Fett moments.
this is different angles of him from episode 5 doing nothing.
Top
Which
5
version of Darth
Fallen
Maul is your
Stars movie.
favorite?
So this was actually kind of a hard one to come up with.
It's probably gonna be Tatooine or something.
Nope. So
What's your top 5 favorite pictures of Tatooine?
nope. So your category is episode 8 crap. So the worst things from episode 8. Okay.
I love this.
Wow.
Let's go. I am
That
here.
was
I'm here for
absolutely
that.
Episode 8. So these are all things that I would say are terrible moments or whatever and things from
Yeah.
episode 8. So the way you're going to rank this is your number 1 is what you hate the most.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. Number 5 is
By
least
saving the ones we love, dummy. I hate that moment. Anyways,
Wait, I don't even remember where that's from.
yeah, it's fine.
Rose.
Exactly.
It's Rose.
All right.
Wow.
First one, the Mary Poppins Leia scene.
Mm.
The one I hate the most.
My rage is starting to come out. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
put it
go
at
with-
2. I'm gonna put it at 2.
Because it was like the scene was like the intentions were like, oh, we could just see Leia use the Force for the first time and
She
like
flies.
save her life, but it was just not.
She flies now.
She. Oh.
Oh, that was a mean moment I should have put for a template.
I-
Andrew, you said 2?
Nah. There's so much.
Bro,
So
there's
much
so
to
much.
hate.
Oh wait, they fly now isn't in this one.
No, that's an episode.
No,
9.
Dang,
It's
I
a
would
nine.
have held out number 1 for that.
This is my
Um,
number 5.
Okay.
This
I
is my
really-
number 4.
Am I the
Then-
only one that thinks that she should have died
Oh,
there?
Yeah, she should have.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
No,
should have
I
died.
disagree. No.
Because
I
like
don't think-
Ben takes he decides to try to do it.
Right. But I would agree with that. Like if before episode 9, but with what she accomplished in episode 9 with like she
Well-
gave her life to save Kyle, like
Sure.
looking back for the story
Sure.
wise, no.
Sure.
But in the moment without episode 9 context, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Though
just-
after reading so much Legends material, this does sound like something she would try to do. Like this seems in character with her, but like also I just feel like she should have died. It would have been more impactful
Also,
to
like-
the story. But anyways,
But would it
I'll
have,
put this
though?
at 3.
3?
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself her dying in that movie. And Luke dying in that movie.
Yeah.
Great.
That's a
Like
In that
then,
movie.
then we can move.
that movie, bro.
All right, moving on. This isn't an
There's a
episode.
lot. There's a lot of things
8
I would change.
commentary.
yeah.
Next up, Admiral Haldo.
Just like in general.
Just her character. That's her character.
Oh, this is so close to being number 1 for me. It's crazy. Oh.
2.
This is so hard.
I don't know. I compared to all the like.
She should have got eaten by a dinosaur years ago.
What?
Different franchise, but I get what you're going for here.
I'll just put her in 5 because there's still a lot of other stuff I don't like in this movie, and I don't really have any issue with Holdo generally.
My one thing with her is
You
like
want to have a conversation?
just freaking.
No, I don't like her. I just I don't.
If she had just communicated
Yeah.
to Poe,
the
Anyways.
the chat. That's messed up. Yeah, like why keep that a secret? Also, Admar should have done it and it would have been
Yeah.
a better movie. Let's go with 2.
2. Oh, dang.
I'm
way up on the list.
still thinking that Blue Room Kid's on this list, so I gotta keep that as number 1 as long as possible.
All right, next up.
Yath.
Look at the picture.
Oh,
The-
that feels deeply inappropriate.
it's in Star Wars, so it can be on screen. It is
I
Luke.
don't want to look.
milking the sea cow thing, whatever, with the green milk, not blue milk.
4. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
No one
I
loved
hate
it. If you
this.
love this scene, you got bigger problems.
I just hate this photo right now.
Please stop. Put it away.
I'm putting
Can I
it at
minimum
1.
all?
I'm putting
At
it at
one,
1.
this is the thing you hate the most.
Out of
Well,
every
no.
Andrew,
but
think
like,
about
but like
this, bro.
4. Actually-
Everything,
Nah, I'll put it at 4.
everything.
Grace.
Yeah, that's 2 for me. I'm not gonna risk putting it at 1, but the photo enough is pushed
Great.
it up the list.
Grace, yeah, that's 2 for me.
Okay.
The way she said that was awesome.
Next up, Kylo Ren and Rey versus the Praetorian Guards.
Mhm.
5.
5.
Wait,
Terrible.
you guys don't like this scene?
It's
Oh,
terrible
it's
choreography.
horrible.
If you actually watch it and pay attention, the choreography is terrible. Drew hates it because like no lightsabers ever touched in this movie. It's the only Star Wars movie.
You do know that I put that as my lowest, so my least disliked, right? That's what I meant by 5.
Yes.
It's definitely one of the best things about this movie.
And it's still terrible. Like,
Well, yeah, but still.
and, like there's this one where like the 4 go up to like hit Rey and she blocks all 4 up when one of them just went down and killed her. Like
Mm.
it's just terrible
It's so
choreography
slow.
all around.
Yeah,
They
it's
tried
not
to make
good.
it cool, but
It's just so slow.
it's just not good.
Yeah. All right.
And also, like, why all of a sudden they're best friends? Like,
That is-
don't
yeah.
give me don't. Number 3,
Yeah, same.
not the worst thing in this movie, but definitely.
I definitely
not the best.
I would have put Mary Poppins lower had I. But anyways, that's
I
the whole
told
point.
you.
I know.
All right.
That's why
Well, you got your number 1s left for all 3.
Give
of
me
you.
Broom Kid. Give me.
And once again, I forget what this next one is. So
So it's not Broom Kid.
it's
Yeah,
not
he would have
Broom Kid,
remembered
sorry.
Broom Kid.
Next up, Luke throwing his lightsaber.
Oh,
Okay, that's
definitely
number
Oh
one.
yeah,
That's
that's
number one.
fine. Yeah.
That is my least favorite thing from the whole movie.
I remember joking about that before it came out. That what if Luke? I'm pretty sure it's on one of our podcast episodes.
I think I remember this actually. Yeah.
I said, what if Luke just grabbed the lightsaber and threw it over his head? And we were joking and laughing about it. And then
Yeah.
it happened in this movie.
This just
Hmm.
This was definitely.
This was when I realized the movie was going to be terrible. And it was just like, we have the opening scene, which is kind of cool with like the Juggernaut or like the whatever it was that they fight.
yeah, it
And
was
then
all right.
We finally get to this scene where we've been waiting 2 years. And this was just the biggest. At that moment, I was like, this is not going to be.
Yeah, I'm fine with this being my number 1.
Yep,
Yeah,
me too.
100%.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
That was awesome, Jeremiah. That was
yep.
that was really
If-
good.
perfect.
If you're ever disappointed watching Star Wars, which
Oh,
we
here
all
we go.
have to do.
Oh
Uh-huh.
boy.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the best way to cheer yourself up is with a little caffeine. So if
True.
you need a little pep in your step, a little grin after a little sad moment in Star Wars that you just are disappointed by
After
Star Wars.
Jeremiah didn't put your 2 favorite characters on the list.
Should have known better, Andrew. Should've known.
Then check out our sponsor for today, Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. So take a little commercial for this.
Hey everyone, Andrew here. I'm pleased to tell you that the sponsor of today's episode is Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. If you don't know anything about Wesley Andrews, you definitely should. They're an award-winning coffee roaster and shop in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they make fantastic coffee. The awesome thing is that whether you live in the Twin Cities or not, you can get their coffee beans delivered straight to your door by ordering them online. They even have a subscription service that ensures you never run out of amazing coffee. If you've been looking for some new coffee to try or a way to elevate your normal coffee routine, now's your chance. Head over to wesleyandrews.cc, use the code Empire Radio, that's with a capital E and a capital R with no space at checkout, to get 15% off your first purchase of any bags of coffee or a coffee subscription. I can't think of a better deal. Get 15% off some great coffee, support a small business, and support your favorite Star Wars podcast. In the words of Emperor Palpatine, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Drew, when you walked in, you kind of looked like an M&M because of your hat.
Is it not an M&M hat? That's what I thought it was.
No, that's a Minnesota Twins hat.
What? Oh, is that a baseball team?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's wearing Minnesota Wolves.
I've never heard of that. Is that
that's the
a
NBA
basketball
basketball team.
Yeah, well, they must not be very good.
They usually are. Are they?
Okay, Grace.
Neither of
Sorry.
them are spectacular. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
And I don't know
first of all,
anything about sports.
The Wolves made it into the NBA, almost to the NBA Finals last year. So calm down.
Oh my
He said
gosh.
almost
okay.
to the finals.
Wow.
We are one like game short of the finals.
So you did make it to the finals.
I said almost. Did I not?
Yeah.
And also, this player is the new Michael Jordan, best player in the league. by
Everyone
far.
says that
What
about
player?
their.
Nope. He is Anthony Davis. He's going to be the best.
Oh, I've
player.
heard of Anthony Davis.
There you
Okay,
go.
fine. Yeah.
He's
All
going to
right,
be Michael Jordan.
we're back. Blind
Count-
ranking.
Count my words.
And
I'll
kids.
believe you when he gets his own Space Jam.
Yep.
Well, LeBron got his own. We don't
Yeah, it
know
wasn't-
how
yeah.
that- exactly.
Anyways.
He doesn't need
Anyways.
his space.
All right, guys, we are at our last category
What?
Wow.
Already?
already.
What? We are?
But
Yes.
this is our extra hard one because this is top 10,
Okay.
and it's the top 10 random things in Star Wars.
Okay.
Wow.
So this one is extra hard because it can be anything. It could be a person, a moment, a movie. It could be an idea. It could just be, best boy grip on the like credits at the end of a movie. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates.
That was very specific.
Yeah,
That was
'cause
so
it's random.
fast. We're only like an hour
So
into
the,
this.
the
Jeremiah.
first one that we did 10 categories. This one here would be our 9th category, but because there's an extra person, because the first one was over 200 slides I had to edit in individually, and so this is going to be like more than that. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
for my sanity, because I only have a week and a half to put this up before it's due. So I should probably change the slide.
I was gonna say, get Luke off the
Rand-
screen.
Random things in Star Wars. All right. First up. No, okay. So last time it was all heavy hitters. It was all best things in Star Wars that I knew all of us would love.
Yeah.
This one, I feel like there's a more wider range of things,
Okay.
but
This is 10, right?
10. But looking at the items on this list, I feel like the three of you would still have very wide range of answers.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So just because you see one thing that you don't like doesn't mean that
There's
There
going to be
could-
something you do like.
you like or something. So just keep that in mind. There's a wide range of ideas. So there are some things that I would say are heavy hitters, but some of you might say they're kind of lame. So first up, Balin's skull from Ahsoka series, season 1.
Hmm.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best things about that show was Balin's skull.
Really, though.
Great performance, great story,
Great actor.
great actor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool lightsaber. Hmm.
Yep. Top 10. Where are we going to put these guys?
I'll put him at 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 too.
3.
3.
I know that Andrew really loved this character, so I thought you'd put him pretty high on the list.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
All right, next up.
I still don't understand what they're gonna do next season, man.
Yeah, me neither.
I think they said they're just going to recast him. I think it should be Lee Striver.
Yeah.
He would be the best.
Yeah.
There's someone else that also I thought was pretty good, but I can't remember who it was. But moving on. Luke versus the Rancor, episode 6.
Oh. Now we're talking.
Do you think this is better than Balin's skull?
Bro, this was such an iconic moment in
I
cinema
feel like Drew
history.
just fell for nostalgia bait.
Yep.
Um,
Bro, this was so cool.
6.
6?
7.
I'm so tempted, but this is my number 1.
Oh, dang.
Stop.
You could do that, Drew, but do you really think you're not going to regret that?
I was kidding.
I don't
was
think you
just
are.
doing it to see what Andrew was gonna say. Wait, Balin was my 6, right?
Yes.
I put it at 5 on accident. Let's go 4.
4. All right.
Shut up, Andrew.
Next up, Twilight of the Apprentice Parts 1 and 2. Now, let me clarify. This is not the last 25% of the second episode where it's just Ahsoka versus Vader, and then like that's up. It's including the whole episode where it's kind of slow in the first episode where Ezra goes and discovers Maul, and then they're in the Sith temple. So it's everything. It's not just the ending.
So it's
So
even
keep that in mind.
better.
Well, some people, when they think of Twilight of the Apprentice, they just think of Ahsoka versus Vader.
That's literally all I think of.
Oh, that's the thing. Like,
But it's okay to add
if you
more
wanna,
to that.
if you want to
Yeah.
have that as your basis, you can. But I'm also adding the context of the entirety of both episodes. Which
But you also
could
found
lower.
Maul for the first time,
I'm just adding,
which
the
is also a
context.
cool moment because we got Maul again.
This is my number 2.
Ooh,
I think this
I
is
love
3.
this.
3. Keeping it safe, but also pretty high up. Yeah, number 3.
It's also so beautiful. Like it's visually, like their lightsabers and the way
So-
that they are
Yeah,
rendered
but
in the Rebel style.
isn't it in those episodes that we get the helicopter saber too?
we do.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So does that ruin?
5.
Real quick, Andrew, did you have you read Rise of the Red Blade?
I sure have. I own it.
Why didn't you join us in our breakdown?
Because he's
Because-
reading 19 other books.
Yeah.
Well,
we
did you
talked
like
about it.
though? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's even cooler when you realize that her character is in the Darth Vader comics.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
is literally in the comics. And the last part of that book, towards the end, no
Mhm.
spoilers, but towards the end, that has also been made into comics too.
Yeah, Drew. Remember you brought it up on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I read those Darth Vader comics, and when they were describing her, I was like, is this? And then you read later into the story and you're like, oh yeah, that's exactly what they were
It's
doing.
like
in the
one of
comics.
our most viewed YouTube breakdowns.
That's cool.
Yeah, our book reviews have been getting a lot of views.
And I feel like it's
Ooh.
because I hated on it a little bit, but
Well, people
Rating
don't know
1 to
that when
10
they-
for Rise of the Red Blade. My rating, I give it like a 7, maybe 7.5. I think they did a really good job of like taking some random background character and giving her a ton of depth. And
yeah.
like I liked that a lot. I think it's really cool to see like how Palpatine was like super intentionally grooming people behind the
Mhm.
scenes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 7.5.
That's fair.
All right,
I've read
cool.
worse. I've definitely read worse Star Wars books than that. So
All right, moving forward. Next up. So do you guys recognize this symbol?
is it the Nile logo?
It is. So the Nihil as an idea, as the enemy of the High Republic, that whole like concept of the Nihil and what they do and what they're about and the fight against them.
Now I haven't read Temptation of the Force yet, so I don't.
That's okay.
Oh, that's mean.
Chris, I saw your face.
Yeah.
You were thinking the same thing. You just didn't say it. That's just a love story book. Like that's all.
I'll put it.
5.
5.
It's 8 for me. I think the Nihil
Ooh.
are mostly terrible. With the exception of like I like the prequel backstory on how they were founded, but I think like under Marchion they're not super.
I think
interesting.
Martial Rogue is one. Okay, besides that last book, I think he was one of the coolest bad guys of all time because he is so crazy that he didn't even know what he was gonna do at that point.
Yeah.
Like he like got control and then he didn't even know how to do anything with it, which makes him even more crazy. Which makes him
I feel
so.
like if it wasn't
complicated.
for the Nameless though, they
Well,
wouldn't
they'd
have been nearly as effective.
True, but
they,
he learned how to
only
control
killed a
it.
handful
Though.
Yeah.
of Jedi though. They still took over the whole like wall,
And also
the whole wall, and
he learned
Throw
how
'em
to
all.
control them, which made it more intense. Because the Jedi still can't figure them out.
well, Andrew should just read the book, then you'll get a
Oh.
little bit more. But
That's true.
so Andrew,
Um,
I like Martian and Rogue.
I like the Nihil as this
Rogue, not Rogue.
rogue. Yeah,
Did I
Sorry.
say that?
you said
Okay.
rogue.
Oh my
I
god.
put it at 7.
7.
Yeah. I mean, like I would be happy with them at 4, but I feel like there might be better things. So yeah,
All right.
7.
Next up, you guys,
Revan.
Can you figure this out? What this means? Because I didn't know what an image to put for this.
Oh, like
1+1.
there's the Sith thing, like
the
rule
rule
of
of
master
two.
and an apprentice. Yeah.
The rule
Yeah.
of 2.
The idea of the rule of 2. How would you rank that?
Hmm.
I was gonna put a picture of Darth
Anakin.
Bane, but then I was gonna make that would have made Andrew way too excited when I said no. It's actually the rule of 2, not Darth Bane. Sorry.
I would have been equally as excited as long as it wasn't the Clone Wars Bane. If it was the actual Bane, not the stupid. Anyways,
There you go.
I trust.
Here we go.
I do trust Dave Filoni, but they. Anyways, that's not my Darth Bane.
Not my Darth Bane.
Not my Darth Bane is a very different character. I would say this is it could be number 1.
Oh,
Whoa.
I
Say
mean,
more.
I've also read a lot of Legends stuff surrounding this.
This is my number 7.
number 7.
Dude, what?
It's just an idea. Like it's not like
It's a way of life.
For some.
True, from a certain point of view.
Yeah. I guess I'll put it. I was gonna put it 5, but I guess I'll put it 9 because it's good lore. It's good lore. I don't know enough about the background.
I'm
of it.
also I feel like the only person I'm the only person who's read enough about what the Sith were before the Rule of
Yeah.
2. Yeah. They were it was a poop storm before the Rule of 2. Like I'm surprised they got as far as they did because there was so much infighting and backstabbing.
Do you
But-
think because of the
But Vitiate was a thing too.
That's like a whole different. Never
So-
mind. I'm not going to get into
But
that.
if anyone listening wants to know more about the origins of the Sith, go check out
Oh yeah.
You with Andrew,
I
Origins
did
of the
that.
Sith. You get a background story of the Sith.
I'm putting
before
this
the
at
Rule of
2. I'm putting it at 2
2. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
for the Rule of 2.
All right. Next up, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
The whole movie.
The whole movie.
Jeez, dude.
8.
8?
Whoa! Whoa!
Sad.
No.
He's never.
No.
He said he doesn't really like Episode 3 that much.
Oh
It's-
man,
I like episode 1 more than 3. I know that's not
That's
popular.
crazy.
that's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
I think episode 1 is so good.
You were my brother, Anakin. That whole
I
scene,
love
dude.
you.
Oh
my gosh.
I have the high ground.
That's yeah.
We had 2 memes.
The
right
amount of
in this episode.
memes from that. I mean, the prequels were just a floodgate of memes.
Thanks, Chad.
I'll put this at 4.
4.
Yeah,
Alright.
I almost put it at 1, but I'm gonna put it at 4.
Yeah, I almost put it at 1 too, but I'm
So,
gonna put it at 3.
in my defense, I only have 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2.
To be fair, this would be above Balin for sure, who is at 3, but I only have 4 open, so
And it would be above my Balin, which
I'm gonna
is
put
at
it at-
6.
So next up, I know what this next one is, and Andrew, because I didn't put your boy Luthen in your
Oh, see, this is gonna make
category.
me even more angry.
So no, this is good
No.
because this might be your number 1. Luthen's speech
Oh,
Wow.
from Andor.
here's the thing though. Do I like it more than the entirety of Revenge? Probably, actually.
That's crazy.
So for those
It's
to see
so-
the
oh, it's such a
memory,
good- oh
the
my
one
gosh, it's
guy
such a
that's
good
the mole in the
monologue.
Empire goes down into the depths of Coruscant to talk
you-
with Luthen, and he says, the guy wants to leave because he has a family, and he's like, mad at Luthen. Luthen, what have you sacrificed? And he goes on his whole
Oh.
speech and ends with
Oh.
everything.
I was speechless. I had chills during. Oh my gosh, it's such a good monologue.
Grace, were you going to say something?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna see if Andrew could perform it for us.
No, I'm not that.
Do you
So
have
we
it
could be
memorized?
reminded.
I don't have it memorized, and I would not insult that moment by trying to. It's one of my favorite moments in all of Star Wars too. Between that and Kino's monologue too, I love a good monologue. If it's really well delivered, and those two both were. Okay, I'm okay at putting this as number one.
All right.
Yeah,
That's what I expected if you still had it open. I felt bad not putting him in your character list, so I threw him in there for you.
I appreciate that. Our friendship has been mended.
It's gonna go at number 4 for me.
All right.
Number 2.
I love the respect for this one. Thank y'all.
Yep. All right. Next up, Ashley Eckstein.
Oh,
What the crap is this?
So, the voice of
stupid. I'm
Ahsoka,
so mad right now.
But
Yeah.
she's also huge into Star Wars. When she's going to cons, she's an advocate for things, and she's there
Her
for
universe.
She's awesome.
She's amazing.
Me and Andrew watched
Dang.
her do a podcast.
Yeah, we did. Was it you? Did you pee with Anthony Daniels? True.
No, that was Ian McDermott.
Ian McDermott.
Oh,
Wow.
All right. You peed with the Emperor.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
That's such a...
That's my favorite story, dude. Like,
Yeah, that was fun. All right.
I still have a picture of Anthony Daniels from like 3 feet away, but it's the back of his head.
they look ridiculous.
I feel like
do you know that reference?
I
He
feel like
doesn't know that reference.
you're the
Oh, man.
person keeping that alive.
I've done that multiple times on this podcast.
You have.
I love her so much, but I don't want to put her at number 1. But I feel so bad about putting her at number 9.
I mean, I have to put her at number 8. I have to because she's not number 10.
Wait, do you guys have? I have 3 left. Do you guys only have
Yeah.
2 left?
Yeah,
No,
you
I have 3.
I have 3.
But,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna put her at 10. I have 10 and 9 and 1.
Oh, I see.
And sadly, she has to go number 9.
So-
GG.
Because Grace has
Yeah, I have
1,
5
5,
open. I'm
and
gonna put her at 5.
5.
Respect. That's a good spot.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
put her over Twilight of the Apprentice for sure.
I think I would have put her at number 3. Yeah, probably
Drew, where did you say you were going to put yours?
9. Sadly, Ashley, we know you're watching.
Yo, if you are, can you please come on the show?
Please.
All right, so we just have 2 more spots left.
We
Right?
have 9 and 10.
9 and 10. Drew
Me
has
too.
1 and
I have
10.
1 in.
I have
Grace
1
has
and
1
10.
and 10 also.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
Next up,
Uh-oh.
Child Leia from the Kenobi series.
Aw.
Uh-oh.
Darn it.
Best thing about the whole show was little Leia.
I agree.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm
maybe
sorry.
the-
Jeremiah,
talked
you
about
said
this.
Darth Vader.
The battle with
dude,
Darth
what the
Vader
heck?
and Kenobi? Are you?
She was
Yeah, that-
every episode. She killed it.
I mean, she's the
amazing.
best.
No.
I'm not getting it
she was
wrong.
fantastic.
She's
She was
awesome.
fucking
She was great.
fantastic.
The story of
But the
her and what
best
she was-
thing,
There's moments.
Over-
I mean,
there are moments that are
consistently, yes.
great, but as looking at the whole series,
Oh, when she asks
are
Obi-Wan
you my
about her.
father?
Oh my! Oh, I forgot about that part. Oh, you
out
know,
of respect,
you
I'll
know
put her
that-
at 9.
Kenobi wants to do episode or season 2.
That
like,
is
really
true.
bad.
He
He
said
said
publicly
this
that he
weekend.
wants to do season 2, which would be amazing.
Or he wants to put. He also said he wants to put on a clone outfit
Yep. So back his armored thing from Clone Wars
that he would do a live action Clone
flashback
Wars
scene. He would just do a
flashback.
flashback in season 2, probably.
I think we're gonna get that too. If he's saying that publicly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You never know with Disney, dude.
Grace, yeah, shaking her head no.
All All right, Grayson.
Sadly, number 10. I'm still hoping
Yeah,
there's
I have
something
to put her at
cool.
number 10 too, but it's really risky. I should have put Revenge of the Sith at number 1 and just had that locked in. Gosh.
All right, so for this next one, the last one, so Drew and Grace for number
Good
1,
Lord,
and number
Grace.
10, and
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think
Jeremiah, don't let us down. You're gonna let us down, aren't
I think
you?
I'm letting Andrew down on this one for sure.
Ooh, okay,
Sorry,
cool.
hopefully this doesn't ruin our friendship.
Should never
We just
keep it open.
we just
that's
mended it.
It's Andor, straight up.
No. Luke arrives, season 2 of Mandalorian season 2.
Woo!
So I take it Grace and Drew are happy with this one.
Great.
as your number one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
So
You done messed up, AA Ron.
I'm sorry.
That was.
Hey, but at least you got your Luthen speech at number 1, right? That's all that matters, right?
That's true.
This would have been number 2. This is the closest thing to EU Luke that we've gotten in canon so far, and it's beautiful.
Oh, it's so.
It's so good.
This 150% would have been my number 2. 150%.
Bro, that moment when they're like all on that ship and they're fighting, figuring it out.
I'm gonna be real with you. This might be over the Luthen monologue for me.
Oh, dang.
Because I keep forgetting it was a thing because it wasn't like a full episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then every time I remember it, it makes me really happy.
Dude, when he shows up and you can see the ship flying in.
You see the X-wing for
Yes, and then you're like, who is that? Who could that be? In the X-wing, and then oh man, that moment was so epic.
No,
that moment was so epic when that happened.
All
It gives me chills thinking about that. Was so dope.
Yeah. Dude,
All
that so
GG,
disrespectful.
Andrew.
I'm sorry, Mark. Even
It's
though
not
you
your
did-
fault. You didn't know. You're
I
not.
didn't.
He would
I
not
know.
hold you accountable for this.
I mean, I put Ashley at number 9. Okay, so
I
just
put
her-
cute Leia at number 10. I
Me
feel awful for
too.
that poor child.
Vivian
gosh.
Blair. I hope that
Sorry.
she gets to do Leia again.
Me too.
Like if she were to get like her own
she needs her own show, dude.
like a teenage
Yeah.
Leia show or
In a
something.
couple years. Yeah.
Or honestly, they should write a book and have her read the dialogue for Leia.
That's
Oh,
kinda
for
cute.
if a child like teenage Leia was it? She was just.
I have a hot take.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
I might actually disappoint my wife in saying this, but I don't think young Leia should have been in Obi-Wan
oh, okay.
because I think she
Here we go.
took too much of the story away from him. But that's
I
just
mean,
me.
I mean, you're
Because
not wrong.
and I'm saying that because of how great of a presence she was. I'm not. It has nothing to do against her. I'm
No.
just saying, like, when you think of Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're like, he's the main character of the show, and then there's times where she just like straight up steals the show.
And
So,
there's a lot of scenes that, no, you're not wrong.
but
The whole concept of that show was him saving her.
yeah,
Which I
But then
think
it
my
kinda
argument
became
is that
her.
what would ever make him leave Tatooine?
well, he doesn't
It
have to leave
it would-
Tatooine.
I'm just saying, if he had to leave
Sure,
Tatooine,
sure,
It would've
sure,
been
sure,
her.
it would
though.
be to
Yeah.
protect Leia.
So it makes sense.
So I accept that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The
I've
only other-
also read Kenobi, the novel Kenobi, and it's really good. And it takes place on Tatooine.
nice.
He has a little bit of a fling. Well,
when does he does it?
All right, moving on.
that's you're not wrong actually because he had
Moving
Satine
on.
too.
All right.
Mm.
Anyways,
That is blind ranking number 2. It's in the books.
it's in the books.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
Very
fun
fun.
actually.
It
Good
was
job,
good.
Jeremiah.
It was good.
Round
I
of
was-
applause.
I was a little sad. All right, turn your button off, Drew. Just keeps going for eternity. I was a little sad that you guys were disappointed by some of my choices at the
No, I kept
beginning.
it.
I don't
It kept
remember
things
the
disappointed.
scene.
interesting.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I felt so bad with the whole wrecker scene.
Oh.
Why do you
What?
feel bad? It's
I
my,
suppose
Because
we don't
it's
like
an
bad
amazing-
guys.
It's
it's my
It's an
short-term
amazing
memory.
scene.
Yeah.
It's such
It's
an
our
impactful
fault,
moment.
not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you're also much more into the animation than I am too.
There is nothing better in all of Empire Radio history than Jeremiah or Andrew being so mad about the Andor thing, and then we go straight into dresses afterwards. There's nothing. I am putting that right now. That's number one in my blind ranking of episodes of Empire Radio.
I
That is-
genuinely, I don't know if I understood how to process what was going
That's
on.
why it was
My
awesome.
brain just shut
It was
down. I
just
was like, what are we doing right now?
he didn't get what he wanted, and then we went into rate this yellow dress, and it was awesome. It was like
Drew
the
said,
best.
rank this yellow dress.
It was awesome.
All right. Well, like every episode, we have voicemail time. So let's transition over to
Yay.
everyone's favorite time of every episode.
It's voicemail time. Time. It's beautiful.
All right, cool. Well, I did message the Discord yesterday and be, hey, we need some special voicemails for this episode that's being pre-recorded. And so we have 3 that were sent in, but we also have 2 emails that people sent in.
Oh.
Flamio.
Just because they didn't want to send a voicemail. So this one was actually sent a couple weeks ago.
You missed it?
Because no, I didn't miss it. It was because it was for a question for me and Andrew.
Oh.
So for next time
okay.
Andrew's on. So
Okay.
Jeremiah, if Andrew had an evil clone made of him and you had to confront them and they both said they were the original, what question would you ask them to figure out who the original is? Same question goes for Andrew if Jeremiah was cloned.
That's actually a really good good question.
But the question is, like, does the clone have all your memories? And, like, because, like, I could say, okay, here's a memory. Do you remember, like, what happened at this moment? Or, like, here's an electric guitar. Play a K-pop song. Like,
Ooh, that would have been good.
so I feel like that could be easy. But if, like, he has, like,
the skills.
and, like, a lot of the memories, then, like, that'd be a lot harder.
But how would he have the memory if he's a clone?
I don't know. Because if you don't have any memories, then it'll be super easy. Because then I could just say, hey, like, have I ever drinking
The
a cup of
guitar thing
coffee?
is the biggest thing. That clone would have to put in some work for sure. Start with Guitar Hero because that's how Andrew started, and then work.
That
your
is
way
how I
up.
started, actually.
Really?
You didn't know
Yeah.
that?
I didn't know that at
Yeah.
all.
I literally Guitar Hero 3 was the reason I started playing
Wow.
guitar.
It's a good game.
It was the best one.
I could do that back in the day. Just saying, I could do that on Epic
I can't play Guitar Hero to save my life.
now or
No.
then.
No, neither. I actually I was getting better at Guitar Hero, and then I started playing guitar, and I started getting worse.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah. So
I could play
Um,
Epic on. I was one of those people that played on Best Buy and had a crowd behind me at some points.
Oh,
Just
God.
saying.
I believe
Just
that.
saying, I love that game, dude.
Oh, this question was from Caleb Labette, by the way. I forgot to
Oh,
mention.
thank you. Thanks, Caleb. Let me actually answer the question. So, what would I ask Jeremiah?
And then I would ask, what would I ask you? So it'd be both such scenarios. So,
Yeah.
I
like,
know what I would do.
So are we assuming that the other person has at least a lot of the memories or like ways
how
of
do
thinking?
how do clones normally work
They don't have
in
memories, though.
popular media? I feel like they just have the skills.
True.
I feel like
I could ask you about like camera lenses, but then like I wouldn't know if what you're saying is right or wrong. Though.
That's true. Yes. I would. Huh.
I know what I would do. But I have a lot of memories with Jeremiah, so that's kind of easy for me.
Yeah.
Because if he
There's a-
doesn't have your memories, like,
Yeah. I was
Or-
gonna say mine. Like,
how are you? Or do you like outside?
I like.
Do you like
my
camping?
my question would probably be, make me something that I'm going to love.
If he doesn't make pizza, then he fails.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
He
He
homemade
he
pizza.
knows that I love his pizza.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was still some of the best pizza I've ever had. It was so good. I feel like that would be one, because then that's deep cut enough that maybe a clone wouldn't have that as a memory. You know what I'm saying? Like it was long enough ago.
Like he could bake you something, but then it's not.
It might not be the
that,
pizza.
though.
Yeah. Because
Or he
that's
could
the
have
other
the
thing. Like
skill, but then he might
Jeremiah
not
knows
do the
how to
right
bake a
one.
lot of stuff.
True.
And so how would the clone know to make the pizza?
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I would just ask him like, do you like camping? What's your feelings on your cabin?
What's your idea of a lovely weekend?
Yeah. If they don't say stay inside,
Is it going to
fail
Duluth and living off the land?
Yeah. Do you like go looking at? Do you like climbing?
Okay, I would ask a question. I would have to be very like cryptic about like, so it's not too many, but like, how did you injure yourself in a funny way when you were a child?
Ooh.
The real person here doesn't remember what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about me stabbing myself in the arm?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
With the katana sword
Yeah,
or
I
whatever
did
it was.
stab myself in the arm. Yeah, I still got
What?
A scar. I still have a scar from that right here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That
Yeah,
could have
wasn't
hit your artery and you would have been dead in like 15 seconds, dude. Like it would have been
That's true.
really bad.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's pretty good.
Because
That's a pretty
a
good
clone
question.
wouldn't have the scar. So I can say,
Oh, show
where
me the
does-
Maybe
scar.
I don't know though.
but a clone is just a replication of a DNA, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't have the same
That's true.
issues.
So I would ask you
Same
about.
issues. So how's your mental health lately? Let's talk about that. Does it have the same issues?
I would ask about a scar.
Okay.
Scar. That's a good one.
All right. Well, that's the answer. Hopefully that answers your question.
That was a
Caleb.
good question. That was a really
Yep.
good question.
I would make a clone,
Oh.
make me a pour over. And if they can't do that,
Yeah. I
Hmm.
would,
it's not Andrew.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. I would.
Or ice
I've gotten
pour over.
lazy. I've gotten really lazy though.
Well, that's fair. You can get lazy, but you still have the skill and the
No,
knowledge.
because
behind it.
I've been using Aiden.
Oh, Aiden's the goat, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. And I also want one really bad.
Aiden is not a person for everyone who is
Oh.
listening. It's
It
an
kinda
automatic
is.
coffee machine. Anyways,
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Caleb. Next up, another email from Cody, who is in the chat right
hey,
now.
yo.
Ooh,
Uh, He said, "This is for blind ranking episode. Hey, Empire Radio, Andrew and Grace.
Oh,
Been listening all summer, and I finally caught up. Skipped some episodes, and going back through some of the episodes I skipped. Anyways, here's my question. Here is my first question of a series of questions, starting with for all of you.
Cool.
You find yourself unhappy with the newly formed Galactic Empire. After a
Okay.
while,
every
you
day
decide,
and every day.
After a while, you decide to fight back. What planet are you starting your rebel cell on? Safe house, base, hideout, etc. You can't use planets that have an established rebel cell on it. For me, I think I would establish a base on Lego World of 1,000 Moons, Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 18. From the galaxy map, it seems like a prime planet to help other planets. What about you guys? Pick a place. Thank you all for
so
for all
glad
you do.
I'm not involved in this conversation.
There you are.
That's
it said
and by the way,
Andrew
Jeremiah,
and-
that's
That's
EA.
what, it's at Empire Radio, Grace, and Andrew and Grace.
Oh,
That's all of us.
dang it.
Thank you for all you do. More questions coming to you. Sincerely, Cody. So there's a planet
Good
that you want to
question.
do a
Good
rebel
question.
base,
A really good question.
and it can't be an already established place like that has been used.
Dantooine.
I was actually-
Alderaan. You can't be
That's-
Alderaan.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
Or you could,
Tatooine.
you
No
know,
Lothal.
have them.
So Lothal can't be a thing.
Wait, can't Tatooine be one? That was never a rebel base.
I
Yeah,
guess
it
you
could be, but
do that.
why?
Why?
'Cause-
Because no one's gonna go there.
Yeah, it's full of scum and
But
villainy.
it's,
Why would
but it's
you?
also so far out there that like why would it? There's no strategic value to Tatooine.
But there was no
That's-
strategic value to Hoth either. They picked that.
And it puts Luke and Obi-Wan at risk.
yeah.
But why? Explain that.
Because they live
Because
Because
there.
there are rebels there, and it's more likely that like people come to Tatooine because there are rebels, and then when they come to Tatooine, they might find Luke and Obi-Wan.
And also the people that are scum,
Ooh.
they're to make a quick buck. So if they see rebels doing that, they'll call the Empire.
True.
So
Okay, Grace. Okay.
that's why we pay Grace the big bucks. She knows her stuff.
What about
Did you
Naboo?
not? Oh, damn it. Darn it. Sorry. I was going to say Naboo.
Naboo. There's a lot of activity on Naboo. I don't know.
I would.
There's
hate,
not a lot of scum.
I would hate. Speaking of scum.
Light on the scum, yeah.
Just lie on the scum.
Speaking of scum, I might do Dagobah. And
Dagobah,
I would hate my life.
Oh, the chat said Dagobah question mark.
But like I feel like it would be really easy to hide. And when you're looking for a base, you want a place that you don't have to worry about being found while you're planning and regrouping and stuff.
Hunt and barbecue. Yeah, they got that in Dagobah. Snakes.
So I mean, like, there's a part of me that, because like Yoda, and that's the other thing too. It's like a double whammy, because one,
Yeah.
no one's gonna want to go through there and trudge through the swamps and try to find someone, and also it's so heavily influenced by the dark side that you're not going to worry about, if you do have a Jedi on your side, sticking out like a sore thumb in the Force, if Palpy, if old Sheev and Annie go looking for you. So I like, is it a tropical paradise? No. But would it be pretty useful? Probably.
Well, isn't it also like far in the middle?
In the Outer Rim?
I think so.
Is Dagobah in the Outer Rim?
I don't know.
So
I'm
I
not
legit.
good at the
So
map.
Disney
at the
needs to
beginning,
make a canon like map of the galaxy. Like,
so at the
where things
beginning,
are.
it's funny you say that, because at the beginning of all of the new Jedi Order books, there's a map of the galaxy, because there's so much like world taking and conquering and like them moving through the galaxy that it's like really helpful to have a map. And I've been looking at it so much when they reference planets that like when we're talking about planets, like I'm cross referencing that map, and Dagobah's not on it, and so I have to look.
But for me, I might want to like go with like Mon Cala and have like an underwater base.
Ooh.
But you could have that on Naboo too, though.
That the Rebel cells, the Mon Calamari were.
They already had. Okay,
They were part of the rebellion.
But did they have a base on that planet though? Like,
it's a gray area, Jeremiah.
Like, Hera was a Twi'lek, but she didn't have a rebel base on.
There was a rebel cell on Ryloth, though.
There was separate, but for her, like, just because Mon Calas are in a rebel thing, that doesn't mean that their home planet is. But, or what's the one from Mando season 2? What's that?
Oh,
planet?
it is. Dagobah is in the Outer Rim.
The water planet from Mando season 2.
Oh yeah.
What's the
Frog-
name of it?
Frogland?
Frogland.
Froglandia.
You could do that one. If you could get like ships that could,
But
like,
I feel like
go
there's a lot
underwater.
of scum there, though.
But it's underwater though, so it's like.
Well, then you could do Naboo, and you can just go hang out in Jar Jar's.
I realize
they
that we
know
have an
about the
issue with
underground city,
Naboo
though.
What's
because
So pretty, so
Palpatine
perfect.
is from Naboo.
Oh shoot!
I didn't think of
right.
that either. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Darn it.
Good old Sheev.
so that's
Sheev.
awkward.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate that name.
So I guess we're going with Dagobah. Like that's the best option we have. Okay.
Hey, don't give up that easy, Grace. Calm down.
Okay. Sorry.
She
How
can
about
choose
the?
that if she wants.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like she's giving up. Don't give up. Keep thinking.
Oh, choose a High Republic planet. Iram.
Hmm.
I don't remember that one, so that's probably not really significant. So that makes sense.
So yes.
Great.
Where is? See, now I'm just trying to find Dagobah. I'm literally looking at a map of the galaxy. Oh, there's Andor.
It was a great question, but I'm not qualified enough to answer it.
There's
I
so
don't
many.
know.
Oh, Dagobah. Okay, so it's over by Utapau.
Okay, where's it's Outer Rim.
It is Outer Rim. So it's like if you're looking at the map straight on, it's like bottom,
Bro,
kind of off.
I don't
off to
even
the
know
right.
our map that well. Okay.
It's like It's near Iriadu, which is where Tarkin's from.
Yeah, Tarkin.
Sullust is over there.
That's where Tech died. Season 2 of Bad Batch.
If he's dead.
Naboo is kind of over there, but yeah, it's in the Outer Rim.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Exocron is out
sounds
there.
like a Pokemon right there.
Yeah, it's a planet. Anyways,
Drew, did you have a final answer?
No.
I need to get a big.
You told me not to give up.
I
You
know.
can't give
I'm
up.
giving up too.
I need to
I
get a
don't
big
know.
poster of this and just put it on my wall somewhere so I can reference it.
You should.
You could get
Because they're always talking.
tattooed
they're
on you.
always,
Get a sleeve, and you get just like.
I would
get
not
your
have
arm.
enough room. There are too many planets on this map. But like I'm
don't know
always
enough
reading books and they're
planets,
talking
that's
about
the
all these
issue.
random planets, and I'm like, where are we talking about? Anyways,
I want to pick somewhere that's like under someone's nose, but
You know, hide in plain sight.
like
yeah.
a booger.
No.
Sorry. Oh,
All right.
Sheila's
How
on
about the
here.
How about the planet that Ahsoka's from, like Sheely or whatever?
Sheely,
Yeah.
maybe
I feel
it's
like
a
that's under
forest
the
one. It
radar.
might be a place to
Yeah.
hide.
What's the one in Mando season 1, episode 5?
That's Tatooine.
Okay.
So you're talking about episode 4.
4.
With the
Yes.
krill, the shrimp things, and the
How
Yeah.
do you remember what happens in
That
those
one.
specific episodes?
Yeah.
because remember
season
we talked
1
about
is
how if
pretty
we
significant.
comparing season 3 to 1 and 2, like we could walk through each season episode by episode and like remember like
Ooh,
put
the
together.
chat
But
gave me a
season
map.
3 we're like
That's what's up.
don't remember specific episodes.
Chat give you a map.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah, this one's great.
SWGalaxyMap.com.
This one's so good, and it's
Hey,
interactive
what's
too.
the name of that one though, Jeremiah? Do you remember?
I don't think they named that planet. Oh, maybe they did.
They had
I-
to have.
They can't remember. But
Oh my
that might be a
goodness.
good planet.
That would be a good
because-
one because no one they're so underdeveloped that they don't even
Underdeveloped,
they barely
but-
have droids.
But the fact that like those rebels, or not rebels, but like those dog guys like brought Imperial stuff to the planet goes to show that the Empire was never
This
there.
is amazing.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I think we all got an answer, right? Andrew,
Yeah.
you're going with
Diggable.
Mando season 1, episode 4.
You mean Drew?
Drew? Yep, sorry.
Yo,
Yes.
this is sick.
All right, cool.
Chat.
All right.
Find the name of that one.
Moving on. All right, those are the email voicemails, but we got some actual audio voicemails. We got 3. First up, from our good and faithful mod, Will. So let's
Sick.
take a listen.
Hi, Empire Radio. Will here. This is for the recorded episode. And I was wondering, would you ever want to live on Endor? Give me pros and give me cons.
Thank you, Will. The answer is no. Next
No.
voicemail.
Jeez.
I feel like there's way too many things to kill you on Andor.
So, okay, if we're looking at what we know of canon, we don't know a lot. But if we're comparing it to like the
I'm
Ewok
sorry.
movies,
We have
and
Ewok. Those are canon in my heart, Jeremiah.
So
We have yet to have anything that has retconned the Ewok movies. Technically,
well, Wicket speaks basic in those movies that take place before Episode 6, and then he doesn't know how
that
to speak
retcons
basic.
it.
he hit his head.
True.
You got some
You don't
They
remember
nerve.
all
that part?
spoke. They all spoke basic.
It was a spell.
That could be. Maybe that's at the end of season 2 of Ewoks that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah. Oh, such
But-
a good show.
But
Solid
based
show.
on the Ewoks live action movies and the cartoon series, there's a lot of things that can kill you. There's witches, there's
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs, monsters, magic, there's all kinds of stuff. So I would not want to live there. I don't think you get good Wi-Fi there, so
I feel like it would be really pretty.
Yeah.
Parts of it would
yeah,
be.
it's called
Dude.
California where they filmed those live action.
Yeah, just go to the redwoods.
I don't know. Like, no. I mean, cool to be hanging out with Ewoks all the time for sure, but
He really said, I don't know, but no.
yeah, like okay, there's a lot of cool things about the planet. I like outdoors. I like trees. I like things about the planet that I feel
Trees
like I
are
would
pretty
enjoy.
epic. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's
Yeah.
things that I would enjoy, but then there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
things that can kill you. I don't live in
Mm.
Florida for a reason, so
There's a lot of reasons not to live in Florida.
Yeah, dude.
True that.
Grace, would you want to live on Andor?
Yeah, I'd live in Andor. It reminds me of Oregon. I feel like I'd feel at home.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I would not live in a
They have
treehouse.
dinosaurs
I'd
in
live.
Oregon.
Yeah, I know it's shocking.
All right, okay.
Kind of
This
in the
is-
more rural parts.
This is super random, but
Yeah.
Grace, you have to settle an argument that the three of us had.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
many syllables are in the name of the state you just said?
Yeah, I feel
We
like
had an
people
argument
who
about
are-
this.
We
Yes.
did? I don't
Like you
remember.
guys have an accent, so maybe you
Oh, okay.
pronounce
We
it
have an
differently. But
accent,
like
Jeremiah.
I pronounce it like Oregon.
So
Oregon.
two syllables or three?
Oregon. 2 syllables.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Oregon. That's 3.
Oregon.
But some people say it with like Oregon. Oregon.
Because
Oregon.
well, when we had
Oregon
the
is an
argument,
instrument.
Drew and Andrew said it was only 2 syllables because
No, I
it
did-
was
no.
Yes, you did.
What?
I
Because
say
you guys
it
made
3
fu-
syllables.
You s-
Oregon.
I specifically remember you making fun of me for saying it with 3 singles. I said Oregon, and you Oregon 3 syllables. No,
No,
it's
no, no,
only
no,
two.
no. I made fun of you for saying Oregon. It's Oregon.
Yeah.
It's not You're not Oregon. You're
No, 'cause
Ora
if
here.
you- if you- no. If you look it up, I looked up the pronunciation later. It's gone. Oregon. 3 syllables. And it's gone.
No, it's not.
I looked it up.
She lives there. You can't say that. She says we have an accent. which we
Yeah,
don't,
people
but
who have an accent like you say Oregon, but it's Oregon.
It's Oregon.
I'm just blown that, like, I don't think I have
When
an
did
accent.
we have this? When did we have this?
It
argument?
was the time that Andrew was on before we did the Bounty Hunter one. Because I was going to ask Grace that then next time she was on.
Oh.
So
That's
whatever.
really
episode
on
that
a
was.
live stream?
I
The,
legit.
the
I legit
syllable
don't-
question is hard though. I could see it going both ways, but definitely Oregon.
It doesn't. Not Oregon. But also, what kind of accent do I have?
You have a Midwestern accent. That's what
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
I feel like I
We
don't have
don't-
an accent, though.
We don't think you have an accent. You sound like us.
Grace sounds like me, which I don't have an accent.
No, everyone has an accent in the world.
Okay, true, but Andrew has an accent. It's a lot different now that he's
That's
not living in
rude.
North Carolina. No, I love your accent though. It's like
Yeah,
the
that's
best thing ever. It's beautiful.
Wait till I get back from Colorado after spending.
I know. I
friggin'
can't wait.
8 days with
See,
Davis
this
in
the
a
thing is,
row.
I can get an accent. When I used to spend summers in New Orleans, I had an accent every time I came back.
Oh, that's cool.
But
I really
my-
would like to have an accent, but I'm just so bad with them. I can't pick up anything.
My southern accent gets so much worse when I'm around my father-in-law.
Oh,
Just you talking like that, Andrew. Ooh,
It
gives me
just it
chills.
gets
I love
it gets so thick.
Dude,
oh,
when I
so
when I
fun.
lived in LA for 4 months in college,
Yeah.
like
What's your favorite
people-
place to be?
no, California is the worst state in the union. I can tell you that right now.
oh my gosh.
But
What about like West Virginia?
but everyone made fun of me for my accent. Like everyone, like
so weird to me.
like I know we pronounce like bag
Oregon.
wrong. I
Bag?
know everyone else says bag, but we might as well say bag.
Bag.
Yeah,
I
Same
always
with
say
the other
bag.
ones like tag and sag
Tag.
and nag.
Bag.
Everyone
Nag.
says
that's fine.
nag, sag, tag. Like I can't. It's not. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It does when you talk like this. Tag.
Yes, sir.
All the A's are elongated in the South.
Oh, so fun.
All right, thank you, Will. Wait, that was Will's question, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what was this question? Oh, Andor. Okay.
I don't remember. Oh yeah.
The Andor question. All right, thank you, Will. You're always good and faithful, sending us voicemails when we need them. But next up, so this is the first time that in real time we're hearing this person send in a voicemail, but they actually sent one in a couple of days ago for the episode that we were recording on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, which is technically their first one that the
I am
audience will hear.
confusion.
Wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
This is the first time we're hearing this person, right?
Yeah, first time.
Okay.
If you listen to last week's episode and our release, you've heard them before. So
Oh,
This is-
I
okay,
understand.
okay.
this
okay,
is
okay.
time travel voicemail time. So, but new sender, Alex. So let's take a listen. What was that?
Oh, my phone. Sorry.
Oh, I was like something.
I thought it was a
breaking.
cat.
I was waiting for someone to burst into Jeremiah's apartment
Oh,
behind,
that was-
like the FBI. The FBI just jumps in. It's not Oregon. Just tackle him. Anyways, sorry.
All right, Alex. Let's take a listen to your voicemail.
Stop.
Hey, Empire Radio. This is Alex with my voicemail for your blind ranking episode 2.
Sick.
Would you guys like to see a John Wick style movie set in the Star Wars universe? You know, like a movie with just nonstop crazy fighting action. No real plot. It's just really cool to watch. And if you do, what would your character be like? Would he be like a cool Mandalorian or something like that? Or would he be Jedi, Sith? You know, whatever you want. Come up with something crazy. Yeah, well, just have a nice day, guys, and may the Force be with you.
And with you.
And with you.
All right, thank you, Alex. Great question.
Oh man, that's
Yes.
So I've seen, I think, the first 3 John Wick movies.
Oh, you haven't seen the fourth one?
dude.
So-
The fourth one is
I'm
I'm sorry. They're so what? No.
They're-
What were you saying?
underwhelming.
Oh,
okay.
Like,
the
like,
one-
the,
nice
the
scene
action
in
is
episode
cool,
3.
but like you see, like the first movie, it all blends together with the next one. It's like there's no. I don't
That's the
remember
point.
plot.
It literally happens in the like a 24-hour span in real time in the movie. They're literally meant to be like a day.
I think the whole like
the whole story is about a
underground
dog.
syndicate thing that they got is kind of a cool concept. Like I'd rather have a story about that. But like
There is-
nonstop
they expand
action.
on it. They expand on it more in the fourth one too.
Isn't there going to be a show about it too? I think about
They're
the
doing
hotel.
it's ballerina or something.
I think there is going to be a show, but I don't know. The action is cool,
Grace.
but it gets old really quick. So like if I had to have a John Wick style movie, it would have to be someone with a lightsaber rather than a blaster.
Same.
Yeah, I
That'd
want to
be
do a
like-
Maul. I want a
Oh.
young Maul before episode 1 as he's coming up, John Wick style. Not saying much. Doesn't need to say much. Just going and mauling people all day
Now
long.
is it does he
That's
turn
what I
to the
want.
dark side because someone killed his pet mastiff or something, or like
He wouldn't have a pet massive.
you don't
He
know
would
that
have-
he could have been a completely different person when he was younger.
He was born on Dathomir.
So
They eat pets.
they could.
I don't think they have massives on Dathomir.
I'm not saying Dathomir. I'm saying you can get import
Oh,
an
so
animal.
he okay. He imported it. I got you.
Oh, it's an import. No, I don't know how it doesn't have to be John Wick's story. It's just Maul becoming Maul.
Which we kind of get that fan film from like 10 years ago, that Maul one that got like 30 million views of like the Maul's backstory, which is really cool, where he takes on 7 Jedi at once.
Yeah, they
Grace,
talk
have
about
you
his
seen that?
training in Plagueis too.
They do.
Grace, have you seen that fan film?
No.
It's really cool.
It's pretty
I should
good.
send it to you.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I like.
The chat likes my idea. I think that would be dope. I think
Yeah,
that
I think it's good.
Maul is just I think it would be dope.
I would really like to see something like Sith-ish, not Maul, but like the Old Republic cinematics, like those, something of
Alright.
that caliber of action, but just a Sith. Because like I feel like it wouldn't be something a Jedi would do, generally speaking.
No, you can't pick a good guy for this.
Yeah.
Well, we
I would-
do have Porter Engel with the blades, the blade of Bardota, where he did do something like that, which we haven't
True.
seen yet. It's coming out soon, right, Grace?
Yeah, exactly.
So
But yeah, I would love to see a Sith, something, or maybe Revan.
Plagueis.
I don't
I
know.
think
how
they
to
could
touch
have
like
done
this
that.
again.
I feel like he wasn't a bit really big into fighting. Like he could fight, and he did fight a lot in the book, but like he also
But yeah,
preferred
it's more
not to.
mind stuff. with him.
But like I feel like Darth Bane, there would be so many opportunities for him to
Or
do that.
Cad Bane.
Oh.
Cad Bane
Yeah.
That could be
origin
cool.
story.
I was thinking
Yeah.
that, but I was like,
Ooh.
nonstop, like taking on, like clearing out an entire like facility, like we see in Jedi Wick. Like I don't know if he would be able to do that.
What?
It's
Not
like-
this gay?
He's
Are you
like
kidding
in the
me?
moment, like a duel type thing he can do well, but like being surrounded by people and like hiding and escaping, like I don't know if Cad Bane is
Oh, I feel like he could.
really do that. So
Young Cad Bane.
Oh, Republic Commandos,
that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
like live action, R-rated Republic Commandos. I would be
Chris.
so down for that.
Sure.
We got Clone Commandos.
Calling me out.
We got Clone Commandos. You see them in Clone Wars, and you see them in Bad Batch. So you know you've seen them. They're the
And those
big
books
bulky
are-
clone troopers.
Those
The ones that have the
books
bigger
are really
armor.
good too.
Grace,
Uh-huh.
you remember them from Clone Wars?
In
Yes.
Grace's defense, they don't get a ton of screen time.
So I think in Clone Wars we see him the Citadel.
But that's not one person though.
Arc,
Like John
we
Wick.
see-
And there's what's his face in the droids episode, the droid battalion episode.
Oh, yeah,
um,
I know what you mean.
Gregor.
So,
Okay, the one person that's good that could do it, Rex.
No,
What do you
He
mean
wouldn't do
no?
Yeah.
I don't think he would go crazy like that and kill a bunch of people randomly.
If he had to, if it was
If he-
battle
No,
droids.
but they wouldn't be
Wow.
randomly. It would be like
Well,
because
Jeremiah's
something
like, I
If
happened.
it was a
wanna see
John
real
Wick
people
against
die.
like battle droids, that would be kind of lame.
Commando droids. That would be pretty hard.
Well, Commando, yeah, but I don't know.
I feel like Ahsoka could work. Like if maybe they hadn't made the show and maybe, but I don't know. There are like enough years where she was just kind of unaccounted for, where they could have her doing some sort of like morally ambiguous work for the rebellion and/or like just survival, like working as a bounty hunter. Like it's possible.
She kind of has some John Wick moments in Mando
It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
in that episode.
Yeah, but I don't think she would do bounty hunting though. Like she'd be
Oh,
hired.
Jeremiah,
she'd be hired-
your favorite girl, she could do it.
Ventress? No.
Ventress would be cool.
Yeah, she
Interest
could.
bounty hunter stuff, or she would do it. She's evil too. Like I feel like she would be a good one.
Yeah, I agree.
I still think Maul or Cad Bane would actually be dope too.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
Maul becoming evil before Palpatine got a hold of him. They made a story about that, and he just goes crazy. Or just Vader. What are we doing?
That's
Vader.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, it's kind of the comics, yeah.
It's just like a
Vader.
whole like hallway scene, like
like
but a movie
over and
length.
over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah.
I would watch
That's
it. That'd
pretty
be
sick,
epic.
yeah.
Throwing people in the ceiling and cutting them as they're hanging in
It's
the
like
yeah,
like PlayStation 1 AI, where it's like you get to a point where it's like, you know, it's the computer sends like the bots of
Mhm.
enemies at you.
It's
but, like,
zombies.
until you like go past a certain point, like they won't stop sending.
yeah,
Oh,
they
So
just
it's just
keep
like
coming
Vader
and-
going in a circle, but they just keep coming. Like it would be kind of funny.
Yeah, I think
All
Vader.
right.
Vader would be a good one too.
All right, cool. Thank you, Alex, for
I
that.
can't believe you didn't say
voicemail.
Boba Fett.
Sorry, Boba Fett. That would be cool. I don't know.
Boba Fett.
Wow.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Alex. All right. Next up, we have a very special voicemail sent in tonight. So we all love our favorite coup d'etat verse writer. Now, this is not because of the chronological thing of the story. We can't have it because we're pre-recording this. So he just sent in a voicemail, but he has a special guest with him.
Ooh.
And it's kind of funny because you kind of can't tell the difference between the two of them. But we'll take a listen to it anyway. So we'll take a listen to Garrett plus his guest.
Hey, Empire Radio. This is Garrett.
And this is Garrett's dad, Andy.
We were talking about different Jedi, and we were wondering,
Who, in your opinion, exemplifies the ultimate Jedi and why? Meaning not necessarily the strongest, but who had the right idea of what the Jedi should be, regardless of the Jedi Council.
I would say that actually Starkiller had the potential to be the ultimate Jedi. From being trained as a Sith, he would understand how to stay away from the Sith tendencies and he would also learn the importance of stopping people that do bad rather than letting the Jedi Code get in the way of doing what needs to be done.
And I would say Qui-Gon Jinn is the ultimate Jedi because, in my opinion, he understands what a Jedi is supposed to be and is also willing to do what it takes to achieve what is right, even if he has to go against the Jedi Council. He's also very strong in the Force, and he uses the wisdom of Yoda, the aggression of Mace Windu, and the emotional stability of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
See you guys next week.
Okay, your dad is the best dad of all
All
time.
right,
That was-
thank you,
that was-
Garrett.
that was
That
amazing.
was so
That
cute.
You
was-
guys
that was amazing.
sound exactly the same.
No, they don't.
There's a difference.
Are you
There's a
kidding?
difference.
Their cadence and like the way
Well,
they
they're probably reading out the same script.
Yeah.
okay, but they have the same inflections on how they talk.
At the
One's a
very
little
beginning, they
deeper,
sounded
though.
similar, and then when he kept talking, I was like, "Oh yeah.
There's
This
a
is a different
deeper-
person."
But also, yeah, I wish my dad liked Star Wars like that.
My dad does,
Same.
but he's not kept up. So he's still. I think I'd be able to talk the original trilogy and maybe the Phantom Menace with him, and that's about it. So, though he is the reason why I got into Star Wars. So
Like my dad liked the original, and he had the original toys,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's stayed relevant. Not to say my dad's awesome. I go hunting with him like weekly. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I cannot wait to
I will
talk
say
Star Wars in depth
could-
with Miles and like argue with him. It's gonna be awesome.
I can talk almost that in depth with Micaiah.
That is true. And her
So-
birthday is on Star Wars Day,
May
so
4th, yeah.
she automatically wins every time. Just so you
Yeah.
know, Andrew.
Okay.
Just
Oh
so
yes,
you know.
question: the best Jedi that exemplifies what it means to be a Jedi, but not necessarily the most powerful. Could be the most powerful, but I guess he said person, not necessarily Jedi, because Starkiller wasn't a Jedi. So
Do you really want me to say it?
Ahsoka.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
he's gonna say Qui-Gon Jinn
No.
or Soul.
Oh, he's gonna
Not
say someone. He's gonna say
Soul.
EU Luke.
Oh, God.
I knew it.
So just Luke. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for disgusting you
So-
again,
so-
Jeremiah. But I will say
Go
I'm
ahead and
literally reading
elaborate.
through him as the Grand Master of the Jedi Order right now, and he's like wrestling with all this stuff, how to lead other Jedi and all that stuff, and like he's still the GOAT, in my opinion. So, and
He
I
doesn't
will
throw a
say,
lightsaber behind his back.
huh? No. They also, it's interesting. They also reference his fall to the dark side in the Dark Empire comics that we went over. There's a few references to that, and then the other book that I read before I started these. It's pretty good. Anyways, all that to say, I would say EU Luke, because obviously, like he marries Mara Jade. Like he's not strictly adhered to the old Jedi code. So I feel like he does a better job. But if we were talking strictly canon, I would probably have to side with Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon was the GOAT.
Grace, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, my instinct was to go with Ahsoka. I feel like she's a good representation of a character that saw through some of the issues with the Jedi and was willing to actually take steps to deal with them at great personal cost. But I feel like that's a little bit like expected for an answer. So
That's fine.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, mine
Yeah.
made Jeremiah roll his eyes, so. Yeah.
Ahsoka is a
Yeah.
strong answer because, like, even though she left the Jedi Order and has her famous line, "I am no Jedi," she
Yeah.
acted more like what the Jedi were supposed to be than the Jedi during the Clone
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah.
So it's like she was more of a Jedi than when she left, rather than when she was with the other Jedi. But I think a good answer that I've heard a lot of strong arguments for is Obi-Wan Kenobi, simply for the fact that he went through so many traumatic things in his life, but he was still able to persevere and
Stay
come out on
true.
top. Like, he loses his master. He sees him killed right in front of him. He goes through the Clone Wars. He's all these tons of people killed. He sees his love interest, Duchess Satine, get killed by the person that he thought he killed years earlier. His Padawan turns to the dark side. He goes through all the trauma of being on Tatooine and all that stuff, and he still he had a little darkness on Tatooine for a little while, but he overcame that and he never turned to the dark side and stayed strong. And so that's probably gonna be my answer. But Ahsoka would be
I definitely
pretty
respect that.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka. I think like that bounty hunter book kind of changed my mind a little bit on certain characters, and especially like Yoda and like all of them, because like that book talks about like how those images and like what they're portrayed as like the chosen one and like all that stuff, like they weren't actually supposed to go too far into that as Dooku went, and that's why he left the order. And so that like changed my thought. I lost my thought. Thought. It changed my thought process on what is a Jedi and like what we're actually portrayed and like what we're shown as like Anakin. They just went with it because he was supposed to be the chosen one, even though previously they're like, well, the chosen one's all just like those are just like not real things. So like that, to make them flop like that so drastically really like changed my mind a lot about those people that were sitting in that circle. So yeah, I think for me Ahsoka is definitely the one that like got betrayed by the Jedi Order, but then still was honoring them and doing the good things and never turning to the dark side, and was like purely neutral throughout the rest of her life, which is why I feel like Ahsoka would be like the real Jedi, because she was taking both parts and like still remaining strong with a lot of what they were teaching, but then saw the badness and like the corrupt side of the Jedi Order.
All right. Cool. Well, that is all the voicemails we have. So thank you for the emails and those who sent in audio voicemails. Thank you. It's always our funnest time of every episode is hearing from you guys. We love you guys, everyone who sends us in. So if you've never sent in a voicemail, you should. So all you got to do is go in the description below, click the links.co/Empire Rail, links spelled 2 I's, and there is a link there to send in a voicemail. Super easy. You don't even have to sign up or anything. You just turn your mic on your phone or on your computer and just push record and stop and send, then send. That's all you got to do. Super easy. So go send in a voicemail if you've never sent in a voicemail. But in that same landing pad, you can get a link to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch for live streams. You can send an email in. There's a link for that. And also needlesslynerdy.com, which is an entertainment network that we're part of. So go check that out for other nerdy content. And then join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. We got some new people in there chatting it up. And so it's always a lot of fun. Especially, pretty soon here, Skeleton Crew is coming up. And so we have a tab just for you to talk about the new show when that comes out. So that's a lot of fun when new episodes and shows and stuff come out. So
Yay.
Yay.
Amazing.
Sick.
All right. Anything else, guys, before we get out of here?
I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
I have to go to bed.
Okay.
Great.
Well, you've been listening to another blind-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Grace.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.
Always.